we going in episode order? Oh, hey, he started.
I think we're planning to go in episode order. I don't think we're gonna do anything different.
I meant like I didn't realize you started. How I fucking lost my notes.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I write all mine down on a notepad that is probably too small for my giant hands. So I feel like I'm writing off of it every time.
No, I erased them quite literally 10 minutes before I got here, trying to backspace a note, and it cleared my whole notes page. And I was like, oh,
and there's no way to get them back.
I'm not smart enough to do that, so I'm gonna start writing them down now, just like you do, because.
Dude, my hand, like every 5 minutes, my hand was just cramping. I haven't written like that in probably a decade.
Oh yeah.
So it just killed my hand, but it's good to be back though. I feel like it's been like a month. It feels like since the last time we got together, only because I have been having so many issues.
Well, if it's not you, it's me. It's all good. Sadly, we don't get paid to do this, so we have to deal with a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had the truck issue.
Yeah.
I mean that was my big thing, was having a truck on 3 wheels for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It would have been 3 had I not done the work myself, with the good help of another buddy from our actual jobs.
No, that's fair.
But and to spend a lot more freaking money too.
Yeah, I just lack confidence and I'm overweight. So it's usually my excuse.
My excuse is I don't have any. I do it and I hate myself for getting. I hate myself for actually trying to do it. I should have just paid someone else to do it, because when I do it myself, something bad goes wrong. And just for backstory, I replaced the shocks and coil springs on the rear of my truck, and then I went to do the struts. Shocks and coil springs, no problem. Once I figured out like how to do it from the first side, the other side was a cakewalk. Yeah. Get to the front, doing the struts, had a stuck ball joint, upper ball joint on the driver's side. That took like an hour to finally get out. Changed everything out, tied everything back up, we're good. Get to the passenger side, and the bolt, there's a bushing on the lower control arm where like the strut bolts into at the bottom. That bolt on that bushing was seized.
Okay.
So I had to just had to basically cut the strut out, all this nonsense. Had to heat up the bolt and like melt the rubber in the bushing to push it out, and then chisel the bushing out, and then try to get another bushing in there. Just would not go in. And then it was like it was most of the way in, but it wouldn't go in any farther, and couldn't get it back out. And eventually I was just like, call a mechanic. Call my own mechanic. They're like, well, we probably can't do the bushing. We probably have to change the whole control arm. And I was like, fuck. That's going to be like a lot more fucking money.
Damn it.
Yeah. And then eventually, like when they weren't going to get to me for a week, I was like, dude, I'm just going to do it myself. I'll just replace the whole control arm. I'll call my buddy. We'll do it. So we're doing it. And everything's coming out good until we get to because there's two more bolts that go into like the frame for the control arm. And the first one comes out fine. And I had to go, I went and bought a control arm. And they gave me the wrong side. So I had to go all the way back to get that. While I'm doing that, my buddy who's still working on getting out was like, you probably want to get new bolts and whatnot, because the other bushing seized bolt. And his brother had to come over with a plasma torch and just cut it out. Like melted to pieces, dude. And then when we finally got that, then he just put everything back in there and it was fine. But just getting it out, it was a disaster. If it could happen to me, it was going to happen.
Good Lord. You're like a regular call meanie now, like the engineer.
I am, yes. Yeah.
What did you?
And my life sucks.
Why didn't you try turning it off and on? The truck. Sorry, Jared.
It's the last episode, folks. It's the last episode.
I'm just saying, usually that fixes stuff in my place.
It usually does, but not when it comes to... You can't just... there's no switch on that control arm. You can't,
I would have probably just turned it off and on and fixed it, no problem.
Just destroyed the fuel pump, off and back on, off and back on, off and back on.
I know nothing. All this stuff you just said is like when you're explaining Star Trek ships to me. I'm just like, yes,
just shaking your head, yeah.
Yeah, I get seized up, just like my grandmother. I get it. I get it. No, I'm sorry. I have no clue about cars. You pop the hood and I'd be like, that's a motor.
Yep. Damn, coffee was definitely a good move.
Yeah.
That's nice. Delicious. But let's get into season 4.
Sounds good.
We think we've been on like a 3-week break. Let's get into season 4, mostly because I'm already almost done with season 7 watching it.
That's fair.
And I'm sure you're getting close too, so we need to catch up. Because I probably forgot a lot of stuff that happened in season 4 that I meant to write down, but I was so busy not taking notes watching it that I probably forgot funny moments. But I think I got some good stuff in here.
I think I can remember some stuff. And all jokes aside, I am happy your truck's fixed.
Oh, thank you. Even though it's going back to the shop in 2 days for other stuff. But so the Star Trek fashion, new season. We start with a 2-parter.
Yep.
The Way of the Warrior, parts 1 and 2. And this is, we get Worf. I think that's the best. This is probably one of the best moments of Deep Space Nine is we get a TNG character.
Yeah,
in the
Worf
mix.
joins
Worf.
the fucking
it's Worf.
crew.
And it wouldn't have been better. Worf is the best addition. If anyone else would have joined, it probably wouldn't have been as good.
I think it would have been weird with anyone else. Worf was like probably the best pick they could have had because we already got Daxia that's like has this like ties with Klingons.
Did you say Daxia?
Did I? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Jadzia. Fuck me. But we already got Jadzia who is has Klingon ties and stuff like that, and
well, and just like the fact that Worf is so serious and shit.
Yeah.
Because we're 3 seasons in, and it's a pretty lax environment being on the station.
Yeah,
everyone's so friendly with each other. Outside of Odo being a little cranky,
yeah,
here and there, and here comes Worf, who's like the master of crank.
Yeah,
cranky. He cranks all right, but but a master of cranky.
Well, I know when he first walked in, and Sisko was like, "She, my man,
finally, you got another one on the station, finally." Yeah, dang. Unk.
We've been waiting forever.
But we got some. I don't think they talked about it in season 2 where it was Jake and Jadzia wanted to happen with Cassidy. They wanted Sisko to start dating Cassidy.
Yeah,
Yates,
now he's with.
That's a thing.
What her name's Cassidy?
Cassidy Yates. Yeah. So they have a date.
Sisko's cooking up food like his dad all the time.
Yeah,
now.
just that New Orleans flavor, man.
Yeah.
That's how he nails them down.
Made her some dino nuggies.
And of course, but then what do we got here? Oh, I thought it was cool that her brother is lives on a colony somewhere on the other side of the Federation. They have a baseball team.
Yeah,
that's the only reason Sisko wanted to date her so he could get free tickets.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, dude,
give me those box seats.
Give me those box seats.
Get some box seats.
I was about to say you also got a box out of the deal.
Yeah. And then we get Martok and the Klingon fleet show up.
Yeah.
To wreck some shit.
And they're gonna fucking separate ties with the Federation.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But still.
But they are gonna do some Cardassian hunting.
It's heating up.
And they're so not. They're very not Klingon in this because they're at the station and Quark mentions, "You hear that? It's too quiet." Yeah. There's Klingons around. They're usually breaking the holosuites or killing each other over the wrong order or something. But they're all quiet. And when the Klingons are quiet, that's a problem. And we got to figure out what's wrong. And everybody's like even Bashir and O'Brien are like, "The fuck are you talking about, Quark?"
Yeah.
We don't care. We really don't give a shit. Oh my god. This is Martok's there. He's there to aid the Federation against the Cardassians, the Jem'Hadar shit. That's all a rouge. But Jadzia and Kira are in that holosuite program.
Yeah,
remember that, the fucking massage program?
Yes,
the happy ending massage program,
which was really weird.
It was very weird.
It was so weird. And then Kira's like, "I just can't get comfortable with it." And Jadzia's like, "Just let him."
Let him fuck you.
Let him touch all over your lips. It's okay. We're getting a massage with this guy with 4 arms.
We got Wesley coming from the Enterprise to clean up the holosuite when we're done.
Yeah, he's got so much pudding. It's insane. Did that masseuse have 4 arms, though? Am I imagining
they were
that?
just other trills.
That's fair.
They were wearing some really weird leotards, though.
That's what it was. That's probably why I thought there was at least a 3rd arm.
There was a 3rd arm in there for sure. Jadzia, designed that holosuite program. There was a 3rd arm.
Jadzia is fucking the dirtiest character I've ever seen on Star Trek. There's more and more.
That's what happens. There's you have 7 lifetimes of debauchery.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just in there flicking it to fucking fart porn 24/7 now. Good Lord, Jadzia. And
Odo and Garrick are having lunch.
Yeah,
Odo and Garrick have a weird relationship.
Yeah, Odo's practicing.
Yeah, he's doing the coffee thing where he's making his own coffee. He's drinking himself, then putting it back in the cup,
which is really weird. It's like if he just had a cup of his own piss, just sitting there indubitably. Take a sip out of his piss cup,
put it right back in. It'll come right back out.
Yeah,
in 30 minutes.
I've also been simulating shitting, Garrick. It's really weird. It also stinks still.
Feels pretty good though.
He just shits himself into his fucking pail. It just evaporates his whole body into a turd.
Well, since they've had the with the Romulan Cardassian joint mission they had, and he interrogated him and he tortured him basically. Now they have a weird relationship.
Yeah, he's like, that's kind of
friends.
It's that's kind of hot, Garrick. I kind of liked it when you're making my whole fucking shit melt.
He wasn't melting. He couldn't melt.
No, yeah, he was fucking. He was just deteriorating.
Deteriorating to into dust.
He looked like my broom.
there's just so much going on in this first episode, and I don't think I even realized where I went to.
This is a dense season.
Well, it is a dense season, but I mean, just on these 2 episodes, I have 3 pages of notes, just going through like everything that happens because there's a lot.
It's a fantastic 2-parter because you get Worf, you get fucking Klingons gonna go on a Cardassian. They're gonna go fucking fight Cardassians, like in like a kind of break the agreements that they have, and they're gonna go fuck shit up. And then they're pissed at Worf for not being more Klingon and going with them and like agreeing. But Worf is like, this is a big episode for Worf having issues between Klingon and Starfleet
again,
and
the 4th
always,
time.
Yeah, every time
because right now he still has his honor. He's good.
Yeah.
And then
Enterprise has been blown up, so he's kind of displaced and weird.
Yeah, and he's thinking about resigning and all this nonsense, which is stupid.
Yeah, Sisko is like, bro, what are you doing?
You realize your job is to be in space, and like, there's no guarantee you're going to be on this one ship your whole career, or that's just not.
He's like, I just installed a back alley dice holosuite program at Quarks that we.
You might as well stay.
Yeah, that was for you.
Okay, so you're talking about how dense this is. I mean, I have so much written down. I mean, there's Cassidy's. She's a freighter captain.
Yeah,
Zhozha, cool name. They get stopped by Klingons in Bajoran space. The Defiant goes out and they're like, all this shit or whatever. And it's basically just Klingons doing stop and frisk.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's fucking
crime went down.
Yeah, hey, not wrong, not wrong there. Yeah. And then Sisko's like kind of he's like weary of her now, like because of that, wasn't he? Didn't he think that she was doing some like weird illegal shit?
No, it's later.
Oh, that's later. Okay, I got it mixed up.
That's later. Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to keep track of all this stuff because, I mean, this episode, there's so much stuff. You kind of get, obviously, it's the first episode of the new season, so you're going to see maybe not whole plot points, but you're going to get little bits of things of, I guess, recapping or developments from the past season, which, like the Odo Garrick thing, and him, Odo and Garrick having now, like, an odd relationship, or just think about how, just Odo's little thing about him when he's sitting with somebody and they're dining or something, he now has figured out a way to join the process.
Yeah.
Before, he's just sitting there.
Yeah, good for him, by the way.
All the, of course, you get introduced to Martok. Martok's my favorite Klingon.
Oh, really?
I think he's my favorite Klingon.
He's pretty badass.
He's a badass. And he actually, the only Klingon with character development.
That's fair.
I think.
Outside of Worf.
Yeah, you're gonna see some later. He's going to get some character development that's not very Klingon of him. Yeah. And he overcomes it and becomes more Klingon.
Hell yeah.
There's that Jadzia Worf instant connection. Whenever they're in the they're in the bar and her and Kier come out in the fucking like 1700s or the big dresses or whatever. There's a connection there. You immediately see it. Hell, Worf kicks a Klingon's ass.
Yeah. Just
so he could get closer to Martok. Because his job, Sisko brings him to the station to kind of figure out why the Klingons are there.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to, he attacks Martok's son.
Yeah.
Who is so familiar looking. I should have looked up who Martok's son was.
I think I did too, and I fucking lost it.
He's so familiar. Either he's been in other things outside of go and look him up real quick. I wish, did I write his name down? Maybe you could.
Martok.
No, I just wrote down Martok's son. You are something, son of Martok, and I cannot remember what for the life of me what his name was.
Let me take a look.
Yeah,
we're googling, people.
We're googling. Stand by.
We're googling. Is it Drex?
Uh-huh.
Played by Obi Nadefo.
Obi Doobie Doobie.
Obi Doobie Doobie. He is. Oh, dude, what else is he in?
Was he in that one show that everyone's in this show? What's your show?
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
He could be, honestly. Who knows? What the fuck? Show me who he is. I'm trying.
He has no IMDb page. He was only Drex.
He was only
his face was so
This is gonna piss me off. Well, he was in a couple episodes of Star Trek. It looks like
that's what I feel like he'd been in. He played more just random characters.
He was in Star Trek Voyager, Blink of an Eye.
Yes,
episode.
I remember seeing him in Voyager.
Reoccurring roles in Stargate SG-1 is Tony Amendola. He was in Dawson's Creek. It's probably where I recognize him from. Just kidding. I watched. He's in Third Rock from the Sun. West Wing, dude. He's just fucking just.
He's all over the place.
Several fucking like one-off episodes of TV shows is what it looks like. But he's definitely familiar because look, this is the character.
I literally put him up too, and like the AI overview is him in Stargate. Yeah, that was Voyager, and then Stargate. He was because I think that's the scene where they're like showing weapons, and he's like, "Your human weapons are primitive," and then some Carter just pulls out a P90 and just destroys a whole like tree, and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. You're good. We'll take those.
That shit was pretty cool.
Yeah, he looks just so familiar.
He's not the one I was thinking of, though. There's somebody else that's in makeup on here that's been all over the place. So we're gonna try and get back to it.
That's the dime a dozen in this show.
Oh no, 100%. There's one that's like special to me though. I'm sure it's probably fucking Twin Peaks. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So what else we got here? So okay, we find out the Klingons are here. They're going to invade Cardassia.
Yeah,
they're going to invade Cardassian space. They're going to basically start the Cardassian Klingon war.
Do a fucking suicide mission.
Yeah, and of course, the Federation is not going to help the Klingons because, for one, their Klingons are not part of Starfleet. They're allies.
Yeah.
They have the treaty, or the Khitomer Accords, and they don't feel like they shouldn't be... I mean, they already have the treaty with the Cardassians. They have the whole demilitarized zone, all that shit, so they really can't go to war for no reason. So Gowron's pissed, and he removes Klingons from the Khitomer Accords, which means now they're technically enemies.
Yeah.
But they're not actually, like, fighting each other yet.
Yeah. Which he gets.
And he tries to. Gowron comes to the station. I love Gowron. I love when Gowron's on the show. His eyes, just like the way
he
the
has
actor
a crazy
portrays Gowron.
look. Yeah, so dude, great, he looks nuts.
He's so great. He wants Worf to join him, and Worf's like, "Yeah, this is not an honorable war. I can't do it." And Gowron's like, "Discommodated again, bitch."
Yeah, he's like, "It's pretty lame of you. Back to your shit dad, fucking up your whole lifeline." Gowron always looks like Charles Lee Ray from Chucky to me. He looks like the guy that plays Charles. I can't remember his fucking name.
Oh, yeah. And let's see, what else? Worf wants to quit. He wants to resign, join the Nyberite Alliance.
For like the fourth time. Like you said, the fourth time him like having issues, but I feel like this is at least the third time he wants to quit. Like he's going to...
Maybe not quit, but just where he has an issue with Starfleet.
Yeah.
And him being Klingon.
Yeah.
He just cannot reconcile that. We get some weird stuff, like the Cardassians now have a civilian government. They're no longer like a military-based government.
Yeah, they're calming down.
The Datapa Council.
Yeah, the Datapa Council.
I almost want to call it like the Napa Cabbage. It just sounds like the Datapa Council sounds like Napa Cabbage to me. I have no idea why.
It's the Datapas, and it's just little bitty plates of food.
Yeah. Tapas.
Yeah.
Tapas part. And of course, we get... The station is... for the fact the station's so big, it's not very well defended.
No.
But we know now it is, because O'Brien says he started doing upgrades to it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I didn't write down where the part 1 ends. I don't remember if that was part 1 ended whenever Worf gets to the station, or if it's after the Klingons leave the station to go to Cardassia.
I think it's after, because I feel like we see Worf pretty early in the episode. Yeah. I think it's pretty fucking early. And also, I sat there and watched the whole thing, and the next one's episode 3, and I was all pissed off thinking it fucked up the episodes, and then I realized, I just watched an hour and a half of Star Trek, so I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah. There's a moment I wrote down too that was Kira gives Sisko some intel from Bajoran intelligence, and I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Bajoran intelligence.
How good is their intelligence? They're just always pissed off, can't ever fucking tape their cover.
Yeah, and it's like they just got a 50-year occupation. How do they have any sort of intelligence network?
We got our elite agents.
Agent.
Yeah, just one dude.
Just one guy.
It's James Bajoran.
There's so the Klingons, they invade pretty successfully. They just come out of nowhere and attack and claim a lot of territory. There's a Ducat's trying to evacuate the council members, and it's weird that the Federation is going to risk war with the Klingons by rescuing the Cardassians. I mean, this is like a whole outside thing. They should just sit back and watch.
Yeah, honestly.
And they're like, we're going to go rescue the council members. But I think there's the whole issue of there's changeling potential, or there's potential for changeling meddling. So, and I think Sisko even tried to tell Martog that this is what the changelings want. They want conflict amongst the Alpha Quadrant races, so that they can have they can weaken their enemies, so they can come in and just mop everybody up. But of course, the Klingons didn't listen because they're Klingons.
Yeah.
And one quote that always sticks with me is when Quark is talking to Garrick in the bar. He was like, "Here, try this," and he gives him the root beer.
Yeah.
He was like, "It's insidious." and he's like, yeah, but you know, if you drink it enough, it you know, it grows on you. Garrick's like, just like the Federation. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting like take, because we have had 3 seasons of that. The Federation, you know, we're dealing with the Ferengi, the Cardassians, the Bajorans. I mean, these are 3 species that really don't have a lot of positive interaction with the Federation. Yeah. The Federation comes in on the station. Now they're directly, you know, I don't want to say interfering, but are part of all these cultures and their business and whatnot. Yeah. And, you know, the Federation's grown on Quark. The Federation's grown on... Yeah,
Quark has Federation friends now.
Exactly. You know, even Garrick, him and Bashir. And it's just, they come in all bubbly and happy and coy, and then it just sneaks up on you, and now you're, you know...
Now you like fucking root beer.
Now you like root beer, which root beer tastes awful. Root beer is disgusting.
I don't mind root beer.
How did root beer outlive Coca-Cola in the Star Trek universe? Root beer is disgusting.
I don't dislike root beer. I guess I don't drink a lot of soda, to be honest. But, like, I do not mind root beer. Maybe sarsaparilla is a little bit better, which is essentially just hardcore root beer.
Yeah. But just root beer. It's not even alcoholic. You made it out of roots. Just give me a Coke.
Yeah.
Give me a Mountain Dew. I'd rather have a Mountain Dew over a root beer. I don't even like Mountain Dew much either.
Mountain Dew's the fucking worst.
Exactly.
It's like I was reading. Okay,
I'd rather kill my sperm than drink root beer.
Well, and I was reading. I didn't realize this. So in my break room, this is off topic, but I picked up a Mountain Dew because I was just curious. I looked at it. 75 grams of sugar. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Bro?
Yeah. God bless.
Halo gave a bunch of people diabetes.
Yeah, literally. There's also a good scene. Okay, so they go rescue the Dodapa Council in Dukat with the Defiant, and they're bringing all those Klingons back to the station with them, right around their tail. Yeah, and like the station's going on lockdown. They're evacuating people, and Quark like locks the bar up, and he's out there. Yeah, I'm gonna defend my bar with this, and he opens the box to Odo, and just an IOU for his phaser. Yeah, his disruptor. He's like, Quark, I used parts of your disruptor to fix the replicators. We'll return them later, Rom. I thought that was so great.
Of course, Rom fucked up.
Yeah, of course. We know later that Quark's not afraid to pull the trigger too. Later, which is
Quark's actually kind of badass.
If he would just get over his
money,
he's like kind of a pussy. Yeah, but he's shown that he's not. So,
every time
do
it
that
matters.
all the time, dude.
He's like Courage the Cowardly Dog. He's scared to death, but when it matters, he fucking acts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And also, Rom is now not part of the bar, right?
Not yet. He's still.
Oh, it's not yet.
Yeah,
I thought it was this episode. Yet. Okay.
No, we still got a couple. That's when. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I got you. My bad.
See, we're so far ahead that we're like.
Yeah, it's fucking me up.
Fucking up our order of our, and the fact that you have zero notes.
I'm sorry. I fucked
up. And yeah, so we get the. I always thought this was a really good. Well, there's an episode later on in I think season 7 that is now my like top hand-to-hand like combat choreographed episode of Trek.
Oh, really?
So we get some hand-to-hand stuff in TNG. We get a little bit in Deep Space Nine. We get a little bit in Voyager. We really, in my opinion, we only have maybe 3 or 4 episodes of really good hand-to-hand combat stuff. Yeah. We saw it earlier when Jadzia does the Blood Oath. Mm-hmm. With Kor and Kang and the other guy.
That was pretty badass.
That was some good, fight, that fight scene. And now we get it with this one because the Klingons come. The station's fucking destroying a lot of ships. I mean, they're just throwing out phasers and photon torpedoes everywhere.
They're wrecking
them. And but then the Klingons are able to like bring the shields down and they beam onto the station. They're doing the hand-to-hand combat. Yeah. Dude, that was cool. Like, they're just running around the promenade. It was
actually
each other,
intense, too.
It was.
Like, it was fucking kind of crazy.
Well, and then Garrick goes over there to, before they do that, he goes over and he's talking to Dukat, and I think they're going to get into it, but then he decides, he turns, and they're going to defend the council members together with the 2 Starfleet officers. Yeah. He cuts to them later, and, like, of course, the 2 Starfleet guys are dead.
Yeah,
of course.
Fucking murdered.
God, dude, Starfleet security personnel just fucking suck.
Red shirts galore.
Well, they're not red shirts. They're yellow shirts in TNG.
That's facts.
But yeah, like they're all bloody and stuff. Dukat's got a bat'leth just fucking fighting Klingons hand to hand, and then you got Garrick just shooting them around they come around the corner, zap. Yes. Around the corner, zap. Just keep going. Like, okay, like and there's just Klingon bodies all over the place.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
And of course, Odo is being Odo and just hand to hand, like he's actually fist fighting them.
Yeah,
like they're here to kill people, and he's fist fighting them.
Yeah, he doesn't have any guns or anything. Doesn't turn into the big fucking Odo monster. He's just out there.
And then Bashir makes, and I'm going to bring this up later in a later episode. But Bashir makes a comment. He was like, make sure they're using the infirmary is like prepping everybody. Make sure you got your med kits. You're going to see a lot of like, blunt force trauma and cuts and, all that shit. And Odo comes in. He's like, I'm going to post a security at the infirmary. Yeah. He's like, I don't need that. Like, focus on elsewhere. He's like, doctor, like, they're Klingons. They do not care if you're a doctor or helping people. They're going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like, so they're cool with doing war crimes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring that up later. Just remember that.
Klingons
are fine to do war crimes. They're fine to attack hospitals and infirmaries and doctors and already injured people. Yeah. It's cool for them to do that.
It's all
remember
good.
that. They're going very IDF in this. But, so, they actually hold off the Klingons. The Bajorans are pretty
they're doing well.
Pretty skilled, too.
Yeah,
I will give them that. The Bajoran security officers pretty handy. But, of course, they were probably all,
50 years of slavery, you're going to learn how to beat an ass or two.
Oh, yeah. But they hold him off. Sisko convinces Martok, or it's either Sisko or Worf, that this is what the Changelings want. The Dominion wants. They want us fighting. It's all make everybody weak. And then, Gowron's like, yeah, I guess you're right.
We surrender.
Well, he doesn't surrender.
Really
like
surrender, but
we'll retreat for now. He makes a comment. It's better to. Worf says something. He's like, better to, end the day and retreat than to have the Empire fall over victory or something like that.
Yeah,
some nonsense, and it like resonates with Gowron. Like, thank God. So they retreat. And of course, like, there's literally like 36 Klingon ships attacking Deep Space Nine, and the Federation, for reinforcement, sends 6 ships.
That's good. They're too overconfident,
Yeah, too overconfident. I mean, well, it's just the Federation. I mean, they did send. So I know you're not gonna get it, but they sent a Galaxy class, 2 Excelsiors, and a Miranda class, which is like the tactical variant of the Miranda. So it has like the weapons pod, the like the one from Wrath of Khan, where it has the weapons, the torpedo pod. Gotcha. It's probably got the super phasers on the side. So it's a pretty capable class. But they send like. That's not even. That's only 4 ships.
Excelsior.
That's only 4. They probably sent 2 other bullshit ones too, or whatever. But, shut up. But of course, like the Galaxy's super capable, and the Excelsiors are like the Enterprise B. Like, those are like the workhorse of the Federation. So they're pretty.
They're good.
Pretty handy. But it's just like you send 6 ships, and there's like 36 Klingon ships here.
I think it's the Federation's be like, that's fucking far, dude. Like,
yeah, that's far. Then we get Sisko talks Worf into staying. He's the new strategic operations officer.
Yep.
I feel like that's just a made up job.
Definitely.
Just something because we already have Odo. We can't have him be security because Odo's here.
We just got to promote Worf. We got to get fake promotion. Worf has gotten promoted and unpromoted so many times.
This is a DIE.
Yeah.
DEI position.
DEI Space Nine.
Yeah. They saved the Cardassian government, even though that should not have done that.
Yeah, I was actually kind of weirded out by that too. I was like, fuck Cardassia. They suck.
So now the Klingons are pseudo enemies.
Yeah.
And it's just bleh.
Nothing good happened, really.
Nothing good really, other than Worf joining.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Nothing good really happened.
It was all just tension.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of drama, a lot of tension into 2 episodes, and I mean that's pretty much it. But I mean that's fine. It's Star Trek.
Yeah, it was a damn good 2-parter. I was in. Like I said, I didn't realize 2 episodes had passed, and I was like, oh fuck! I just sat there. And
I'm pretty sure on Prime it's just 1 episode.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was saying.
I wish they didn't do that.
Yeah, same because. I watched it, and then it showed episode 3, and I was like, what the fuck? They just screwed up everything? Like, I didn't realize.
Well, and I think Amazon, the Prime people are so stupid, now episode 3 is technically episode 2. So there's 26...
This shows it as 3.
It does?
Yeah.
I could have sworn on mine it showed it as episode 2.
I got it right here. Which it did that for us with Next Gen. Remember? Because it was a 25-episode season, I think, for the first one, or one of them, and we're like, what the fuck?
Well, Encounter at Farpoint was a weird, like, TV movie.
Yeah, it's what fucking launched everything. So
that was meant to be viewed as 1 episode, but I think for later syndication, they broke that up into 2.
That makes more sense.
That was meant to be a whole TV movie thing.
There's definitely another season where they fucking kind of janked it up.
Yeah. Or like where what was it?
I had the wrong fucking description. Talking about Worf joining fucking DS9 on season 1. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think it happened that early.
But we get to episode 3 then. We'll get to the Visitor.
This is a good one.
Oh, what?
This is the one with Bashir and oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, Bashir and O'Brien are get captured by the Jim Hadar, and they're trying to make Bashir make what's it called? Like, isn't it that the Jim Hadar, the one guy doesn't need the white fluid anymore?
That's the next episode.
I fucking hate myself.
The Visitor is one of the most un-Star Trek episodes of this season.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Where old Jake.
Yeah, okay. This is the one I texted you about as soon as I got done watching it.
Yeah.
This episode fucked me up.
I skip this episode almost every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's too sad?
No, because it doesn't feel like it. Okay, yeah, I guess sad, but it just doesn't feel like it's.
Wait.
What's it? Is it showing something weird on yours?
No, The Visitor is the one where they get captured by Jim Hadar. And Hippocratic Oath is the one when old Jake.
No. Oh, yeah, because they fucked it up and it's backwards.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So is this episode actually called Hippocratic Oath?
No. So this episode, The Visitor, is episode 3. They just flopped the episodes on when they did it. So The Visitor is the one where it's Jake, old Jake, telling the story about how Sisko,
and then Hippocratic Oath is the one with Bashir and them.
And the Jim Hadar, and he's trying, because he's a doctor, and he's trying to save the Jim Hadar, but O'Brien's like, fuck
dude, that's weird as hell. Fuck
yeah, dude, Amazon Prime, whatever idiots manage Star Trek, they suck.
Yeah.
They're idiots.
So we're both right.
Yeah. So with The Visitor, we get the dark and stormy night opening. So cliche, I hate it. Yeah. The chick comes to that house, and it's Sisko, and he's an old man. It's what's his face?
It's Jake.
Well, the actor who plays old Jake is just Kern. It's just Tony. What's his name? He plays Kern, Worf's brother.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
I can't remember his name.
Oh wait, it's Candyman.
Yeah,
it's fucking. Got you. My bad.
Old Jake Sisko.
Yeah.
See, yeah, it's come on, you fuck. Who plays old Jake Sisko? Tony Todd.
Yeah, he just died like last year.
Yeah, he plays old Jake.
Yeah, old Candyman, Final Destination guy.
Yeah, I wish I could do his voice. I just love the way he speaks is great.
He killed it though. He did really good as like old Jake.
Yeah, because he gets emotional later in the episode, and you're like, oh fuck.
No, this episode, I don't blame you for skipping it. It's fucked up because his dad. It's like his dad's dead. But he's stuck in a fucking
He's stuck in subspace or something.
Yeah, like subspace, and he only comes back it seems like every fucking. He comes back for a brief second. Jake sees him, thinks he's losing his fucking mind, and then he realizes as he comes back the second time when he gets to talk to him that he's fucking stuck, fleeting in and out.
Yeah, and it's all because it only happens. Like the wormhole has some sort of subspace instability every number of years.
Yeah,
and when that happens, that's when Sisko can like come back out of subspace.
Yeah,
and you're like, well, why didn't he just go? Because it happens on the Defiant with that weird warp core accident too that kind of pushes him into subspace during the instability.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, if he comes back every time, how come he doesn't go to the same spot?
That's what I was wondering. I felt like he was just trying to find Jake the whole time.
Well, it explains it later that because Jake was in the engineering when it happened.
Yeah,
and somehow Jake is the anchor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And he gets married, he has kids.
Yeah, then he shows up at his fucking house.
Yeah, and he devotes himself to like quantum to like subspace. Physics, dynamics, quits writing. His wife leaves him all this shit because he's so obsessed with learning and trying to figure out how to get Ben out of subspace.
And he only published like 3 books or some shit, 2 books. And
he published a handful of books.
Yeah.
And he became like a fairly famous writer, but then the second time or third time or whatever he sees Ben, he's like, okay, it's not a ghost. It's something, you know.
Yeah, because it starts off with that girl that's obsessed with the writer, wanting to go. She's obsessed with him as a writer, trying to go.
And learn something. And he tells her the story. Which, in a sense, is him getting back into writing because the way he tells a story is just, how he would write it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we didn't even need the girl.
I thought it was cool. I mean, it made sense because it has him set up everything for like what the story is.
Well, based on how the episode ends, it could have just been him like writing a memoir or writing his final memoir for like I don't want to say his fans were, but for like, since he's a writer, he's putting everything on paper. So we don't need the girl to be the reason to tell the story.
Yeah, that's true.
We can just have him writing it down, putting it on paper, and then.
Well, I think it kind of set it up like where he hasn't even thought about writing in years. You know what I mean?
I guess
he's more obsessed with this and this girl coming makes him remember everything again. So he has to like, he's telling somebody word.
Well, I mean, he already has the plan. Like he knows Sisko's going to reappear like either that night or that next day or whatever.
As soon as he dies.
Yeah. And he kills himself.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know if he kills himself. I think he already is dying.
Yeah, he's already dying.
But he has to time it up because if he just dies without the instability, Sisko's stuck in subspace.
Yeah,
so he has to die while Sisko is, in the corporeal, in normal space to stay. Which you're like, I mean, it's like, do we need an episode for this? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I really wasn't a fan of this episode. Especially coming after Way of the Warrior.
A crazy fucking two-parter.
Yeah.
I just really liked it because it was a good story. And I was actually fucking kind of choked up while he was...
I'll give you that.
Like, it was just... I get what you're saying. Like, this episode's not needed at all. But, like, so is, like... We don't need the episode with Ramen Court going back home. But it's just, like, a nice little filler kind of episode.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the episode could have been placed differently in the season.
Yeah, I don't think number 2... I don't think right after that fucking two-parter...
I think we should have got Hippocratic Oath first and then this. And I would have been more ready for the
What's funny, that's how I watched it, so it didn't even it wasn't that bad for me.
Yeah, because I watched this and then I started my notes and I'm already on season 5 or 6, so then I'm going through the memory alpha and they have them in the correct order, and I'm kind of going through that. And while I wasn't taking notes, I kind of restarted season 4 to catch some stuff. If there's anything I remember or to put in, but yeah, we get the whole thing with him. Doing the link, or he kills himself to sever the link, the anchor, so that Sisko can remain in that. And somehow
he told him just dodge, or something like. He
just gave him the 5 Ds of dodgeball.
Yeah,
and somehow him severing the link pushed Sisko back to when it happened, or when it was supposed to have happened, which I don't understand that.
No, I don't either.
That was just probably some tech.
Not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. It's just supposed to happen.
It's fun.
He dodges the energy beam coming from the warp core.
Yeah,
and he's fine.
And Sisko, you imagine trying to fucking go back after that? Like, I just spent 80 years in subspace.
Well, I don't think he doesn't know it. He has some sort of like...
No, because when he goes back, he dodges. Like, he remembers what his son says, and he's holding Jake, and he starts like, what's it called? He's like hugging Jake because of fucking...
He starts crying like a bitch? No.
Yeah, probably. I would.
I couldn't remember if he said he remembered the whole time he was in subspace, or if it was just like he had a sense. A sense to he needed to move.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I thought he knew, personally.
So,
I thought
either way, it works. You know?
I mean, still cool.
Yeah. The girl though, her name was Melanie.
Yeah.
The girl that comes to see Tony Todd. That's actually Andrew Robinson's daughter, who plays Garrick.
No shit.
That's his daughter. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It was a nepotism role.
Yeah.
Just to get
Yeah. Might as well.
And I made a comment too. The timeline had differed too, though. Because I think Jake goes into like the timeline of how things happened once Sisko disappeared.
Yeah.
There's no Dominion War.
Oh. Yeah.
Like it's a better timeline.
Yeah, honestly, it's like better that he's not there.
Kind of, yeah.
Fuck.
Obviously, it's better. It's probably what because he sees Sisko every 50 years. So old Jake is well over 100 years old.
Yeah.
In this, so it's been 100 years. There's still no war, but the power dynamics of the quadrant could be pretty fucked.
Yeah, I think they didn't go too far into like how it.
They really didn't, but we know that there's no Dominion War,
and we get to see old fucking Nog. It was so funny when he was visiting him.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he visits Jake. It shows him he's talking to Nog about like what's happening, and Nog's all like he's like
Nog's a captain or admiral.
Yeah, he's like a captain now.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of going over stuff. But Nog just looks so funny as an old Klingon. And he's just
old Ferengi.
I think my bad, an old Ferengi. And he says, I think
the makeup too probably looks not right.
I thought it was pretty fucking good, honestly. And I think Jake even says a joke about like not wanting his wife to chew up his food for him or something like that. Because Nog always goes to this one bar or whatever that's on that. Never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm thinking he says a joke like that, but I'm also thinking about Nog liking going to Jake's grandpa's restaurant to get tube grubs.
Yeah, best tube grubs in the quadrant.
And root beer.
That makes me shiver.
Root beer makes you shiver. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, the root beer tube grubs combo.
Oh yeah,
that's rough.
I need a tube grub.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't.
Let's move on to Hippocratic Oath because I can't do that episode.
That's
I really
okay.
can't.
That's
I
cool.
just it's good, but it's also bad.
No, that's fair. I get it.
There's one skippable episode in every season, and for me, that's the episode.
I get it. I get it. I just wasn't ready for it. That's why I texted you, because like, why is that episode so fucking sad?
Right after the action thrill that was Way of the Warrior.
Yeah.
Like total spectrum difference.
Fucking insane. And so now we've got Hippocratic Oath.
Right. Yeah.
Bashir and O'Brien get captured by the fucking Jergens. And they're...
They fucking need some Jergens. You seen their skin?
Yeah, it is rough. But he's all like, I don't need the milk anymore. I don't need the milk that we inject at all times. He's like, got all...
I don't need the founder's sperm.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Founder jizz.
Looks like Odo's just blasting fucking tubes for him. But yeah, they get captured by them, and they're trying... He's making Bashir work on something that would make them, like wean him off of it, isn't he?
For some reason, this one Jem'Hadar that is the leader of it, he doesn't need the white.
Yeah, he trashed him on purpose
good.
because he was able to overcome it.
Yeah, somehow something in his genetics, maybe he's a genetic abnormality when they engineered him, or something on the planet, or something he had done before. He doesn't need it anymore.
He's essentially trying to make a Jem'Hadar upright. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to get him away from the Founders.
Yeah, he's trying to give them options.
Yeah.
Essentially. And he just happens to luck into O'Brien and Bashir on a runabout, investigating the planet. And that's what's stupid. They're did I write it down? They're in the Gamma Quadrant, they're coming home from a survey mission of Merrick 3. I don't know why you send a doctor and an engineer to survey a fucking planet.
Yeah, that's what I was like, why is Bashir and O'Brien even on a mission together? Like, it makes no sense.
No. Especially if they're just, a survey mission should be something for, like, not a doctor and an engineer.
Yeah, not your, like, top doctor and top engineer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't get that, but it's just an excuse to have a plot. So they're investigating a magneton pulse from a nearby planet.
Yeah.
Why? Just
plot.
Go home. Yeah. Go home. You're already in the Gamma Quadrant. There's already like an enemy there that will probably shoot you if they really feel like it. Yeah. So just leave. You're in a runabout. Just
go play darts.
Yeah, you're in a runabout, dude. It's not like you're on a fucking, a top of the line destroyer starship that can hold its own. You're in a runabout.
Yeah, you pretty much got a space class minivan that could get fucking kicked over in 2 seconds.
You're in a Star Trek Ford Aerostar.
We're gonna check out some stuff real quick.
Yeah. They investigate it, and there's a plasma field around the planet, which apparently they just didn't bother to see when they were looking at it from a far fuck away.
Yeah.
And the plasma field makes them crash.
Yeah.
Morons. And of course the Jem'Hadar are there, which I guess the main guy was like, hey, like this is probably a good cover for us because there's the plasma field. Anybody tries to get near, they'll crash. Whatever, we can hide here essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bashir gets tasked with trying to find the reason or the cure for the other Jem'Hadar, or why that guy was, doesn't need the white and help them. And Bashir's all like, yeah, sure. And O'Brien's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, fuck these guys.
Yeah, fuck these guys. Like,
you want to give them fucking, because if they get, if they have any sort of like, we don't need the changelings anymore, they're going to be the most vicious fucking alien race that they already are, but like with no ruler. Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, and in that later episode, Wei Yun makes a comment about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll talk about that when we get to it. It's actually like later in the very much later in the season.
Okay.
But yeah, think about it, though. If the Jem'Hadar have free will,
we're fucked.
Everyone's fucked.
Yeah,
at least the founders are. They overthrow their rulers.
Yeah.
Whether or not they want to keep expanding or whatever is on them, but yeah, they would fuck shit up.
It's not going to be good. Yeah, I was actually the whole episode. I was kind of pissed at Bashir. I was like, Joe, Bashir, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, O'Brien, like, quite literally has to hold Bashir at gunpoint to get him to fucking... And then he's still going to stay, and O'Brien's like, fuck this.
Blows up his equipment, yeah.
Which was... I love that move, by the way.
Yeah.
Good going, call me.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, O'Brien's holding his own against the Jem'Hadar here and there. Like, I mean, at one point they're chasing him in the...
trying.
Yeah, they're chasing him in the forest, and he, like, kind of fights them off or gets away from them with his guerrilla training or his Starfleet training.
Yeah, because he fought Cardassians. I mean, he's got probably some of the best combat experience.
Right. All right. Yeah, Bashir's stupid in this episode.
Yeah, this one, in my opinion, is one of the skippable ones. Like,
really?
It's good, but it's also like, what did we gain from this?
True. I like the B plot of this episode better.
What's that?
Worf and Worf and Quark have some tensions. Worf and Odo have some tension because obviously Worf's coming from the Enterprise.
He's
chief
questioning
of security.
how Odo does everything.
Right.
He's like that's true because Odo turns. Was he like a fucking table?
Yeah.
Or something, and he's like, I've got it under control, damn it.
Yeah. Well, so Worf obviously knows Quark's doing illegal shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is Odo not doing anything about it? And he's like, well, Odo's like, I am doing anything about it. So like, if I know Quark's a middleman, like I think he's trying to sell some illegal jewels or some shit. And Worf, walks in trying to bust him.
Yeah.
And Odo's pissed because he was like, well, if I had waited, I could have, for one, gotten the evidence to arrest Quark, and I could have probably figured out who his supplier was to arrest him as well.
He's just fucking Worf having a brunt, like, go in, take care of shit style, and Odo is a sit and wait, catch you with your pants down kind of thing.
Yeah, and capture more people.
Yeah.
Worf's just like, I'm trying to get the initial illegal thing.
Yeah, Odo's seeing the bigger picture here.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Odo is more of an actual policeman, a detective, than Worf is. Worf's just security. Worf's like a mall cop compared to...
Yeah, I was about to say, Worf is Paul Blart, Odo is fucking...
Yeah. And ironically... And that's ironic because Odo is just head of security on a station that is basically a mall. Yeah. And Worf comes from security of Starfleet, who has done a lot of intergalactic size stuff. Yeah. And it's it's kind of reversed.
I think it all just comes from the fact that Odo is essentially the sheriff of a small town. Yeah. With this. And Worf was like security for a group of people that usually isn't any outsiders on the ship, unless
and usually aren't committing crimes or...
Yeah. Odo has to actually watch for fucking like drug dealing and fucking everything else on the station.
Yeah, so and with so many people coming and going, like you kind of need to catch suppliers or buyers because they're going to just disappear.
What the fuck's going to be back there in that cargo hold, dude?
Exactly. Yeah.
I never thought. Now that I say that, Odo is the sheriff of Deep Space Nine.
They call him Constable for a reason.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. Which, and obviously, you feel bad for Worf because Worf is still Worf.
Yeah, he's just trying. Like he's just trying to do his job.
Well, it's not even his job. He's not security. He's the strategic operations officer.
Yeah, he's kind of.
But he's still in that security mindset because he did that for so many years. Yeah, and he's a Klingon. Yeah, he's a very by the book, honorable Klingon. So he, obviously, he's not going to enjoy crime. Yeah, unless it's honorable crime, maybe like
like blowing up churches. What the fuck? Just talking about the war crimes.
And apparently this episode was the combination of two different episodes.
Really?
Yeah, I guess there was an episode that focused a lot on the Odo-Worf relationship, but there wasn't enough there, and just like the whole Jim Hadar or Bashir O'Brien thing, there wasn't enough there, so they just combined them and made it an A-B plot.
I wish they would have got rid of the Jim Hadar one and just made a more involved Odo-Worf episode.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they could have done more with that.
They do... as the season progresses, but I think it would have been too much all at once in one episode.
That's fair. Yeah, you got a good point there, honestly. Well, fuck it. Save it for a later episode. Whatever. It's fine. We're talking about a 30-year-old show. Like, they can make changes to it. Right. Well, they can, and they'll fucking ruin it, but it's fine.
And I will say, I do feel bad for the one Jim Hadar that was... The leader guy. I don't remember. Yeah. I don't write down their names. Suck like Temectaclon and Jablaka
and it's weird shit. They all look like the one like breakdancing fighter in Tekken.
But I do feel bad for him though because he was like, this could be freedom for us.
Yeah, he was trying to do something,
but he's still an asshole because he's a Jim Hadar. They're all assholes. They're all just very aggressive. Yeah. So I guess fuck him, but I do feel bad for him.
I did too because I mean he was doing something honorable, like getting them off the fucking weird milk that they inject into themselves. You got aliens injecting milk, other aliens stuffing symbiotes in their asses.
Like with a bottle, like a glass bottle of like Ketracel White, drinking it, and just had like the Ketracel White mustache. Got Ketracel White,
dipping fucking Oreos in it.
That's like a Dominion propaganda ad over there.
100%.
It's just the got milk thing, but it's got Ketracel White. That's going on a T-shirt.
Yeah, we need a Jim Hadar with a milk mustache.
So we've got the podcast. We've got now the gaming. Oh, in case to bring it up,
Jared's gaming.
Yeah, I got the Star Trek Voyager and Across the Unknown. The first, I guess, episode of that first gameplay went up last night.
Fuck yeah.
So check that out if you haven't done so already. I think it's only got a handful of views. I don't expect much on that, but it was still fun to play the game. That game is so much fun.
Which also, I plan on buying that soon. But also, I want to get a little bit more into Star Trek Online, or
yes.
I want to, but I also would like to get the Voyager games that were on PC and PS2.
Yeah.
And like, if you ever want me
dude,
to do some gameplay stuff, I can for sure.
Yes, because London's probably going to have a lot better comedic commentary than me. I'm more gameplay focused. London will probably be the
failing everything and making gay dick jokes.
Yes, and it would be so much better, 100 hands down.
Well, maybe what about this? Right, we could play Star Trek Online together at some point, and then start streaming it or putting like clips of it on fucking.
That might be a thing.
You know what I mean? It'd be fun.
Well, that's the thing though. Is I played it on PC and did not really enjoy the PC version. I really like the Xbox 360 or the Xbox version.
I've got an Xbox.
Well, I wouldn't know how to record it.
Well, Xbox has a recording. Like you can do recording, and then like you could fucking just you could literally put it on Twitch and then put it on YouTube. Like I'm sure there's something, but I mean, I have more fun with that game with two people. You play the shit by yourself, it's kind of annoying. But we could literally do a whole classic Trek run, a TNG Trek run. Like there's all sorts of shit.
I wonder if I could do it on PC while you do it on Xbox.
Yeah, you can. It's crossplay.
Because that way I could actually like have OBS up and we could do that.
I'd be so down. That would also, if we ever need to, that could replace an episode if we're just fucked for time for a little. We could just stay up late night playing Star Trek Online.
That's true. I love the planning. I love the planning during the podcast. It's great.
It's for the people. We got 17 subscribers. Let's get them some
exactly.
previews.
Yeah. Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some more subscribers because this is one of my favorite things I get to do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Talk about Star Trek.
The only good thing I do on my off days.
I'm telling you, dude. I was talking to someone at work, and they're like, "What is your plans for your your 2 days off?" And I was like, "Well, I'm going to eat food, and I'm going to film the Star Trek podcast, and that's kind of like what I'm looking forward to is the podcast."
Yeah, I hated that we couldn't come in last week because of the whole truck shit, and I was dealing with that like literally all day, both days. I'm
not gonna lie, it worked out better because I'm telling you, bro, last week work was fucking trash. It was just so shitty.
All right,
but yeah, I'm back onto it. My bad.
Indiscretion.
Yeah,
we had zero indiscretion right there. Zero discretion.
I'm just excited about stuff. But indiscretion, Kira teams up with Ducat.
I really enjoyed this episode.
This is a great episode.
I really enjoyed this one. She gets a lead on a missing ship, the Ravenok. It's been missing for like 6 years. She talks to her like informant guy.
Yeah.
That guy's very familiar to you. He's been in things too.
Definitely, 100%.
How do I say this without being rude? He seems very gay.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I love the guy. He's great. What
about this? Is that the fat dude that she talks to?
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of overweight.
Yeah, he's like got the gut. Or am I thinking of something totally different?
Well, there's the one guy with the one arm. That's that guy. He's funny. Yeah, because he's but like her informant guy is like this little portly little like gay guy, gay Bajorn guy. He's funny.
He looks
I feel like he makes a comment about Ducat, and it was funny. I can't remember off the top of my head.
He looks like a regular Trent, if you remember the episode of TNG.
Trent, if he let himself go. And got denied one too many times by his his female overlord.
Trent, you go sit in that fucking chair, okay? We got Riker in here. We're sucking dicks.
Apparently also the Cardassians have been looking for this ship too. It was their ship. Yeah. It was a prison ship that was transporting prisoners to a prison. And they want to get involved as well. And of course, who do they send? Ducat.
And Kira.
Well, Kira's going to go look for it on her own.
That's my bad. Yeah, my bad.
She was already going to Sisko to get a runabout. And he was like, well, the Cardassians got wind of this too, and they want to send someone along too because it was their ship. They did have their personnel. And she's like, fine, whatever, send their person. And it's Ducat. They end up finding the wreckage.
Yeah.
There's that scene where they're in the cave camping.
Ducat sits on the fucking...
It's that weird crystal spike.
Yeah, he sits... I love how he's just like, oh! Like this.
It sounds like Randy when he's taking that giant shit in that episode.
No, but I love it because he sits on the spike, and that's exactly how I would have reacted. Just, my God! Fucking spike in the Yeah, dude, that was actually... That was like... It was also cool seeing, like, Kira... getting over her Bajorness. You know what I mean?
Her bigotry against Cardassians.
Yeah, like, just chill the fuck out. Like,
they have a conversation. They laugh with each other.
They do good.
And then he pulls the spike out, and she hands him the dermal regenerator. He's like, you know what else is great? This doesn't work.
Fucking A, I forgot about that.
He's like rubbing it on his butt. Like, he's like scratching it.
I love how he's just like,
what do you do?
And he's just such a thin, lanky dude. It looks like John Cleese said on something. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
The actor?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Diamo. He's such a very thin guy.
Yeah, he has such a weird build with that cobra neck.
You think he's bigger than he really is, but like it's just the uniform gives him a much broder like body. But then you see his legs. His legs are very thin.
Yeah, it made me laugh.
He's like no ass.
Yeah, dude. He's like the Hank Hill.
Yeah. That spike like touched his pelvis. Like,
yeah, dude. I was actually thinking
it was long.
That's what made me laugh. I was like, bro, how's he not like fucking paralyzed now? That had to hit some spine. Like, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it went deep.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. But I really like this episode too because then you find out. Can I talk about what they're going for?
Fuck yeah.
So I like how they get there and they have certain rituals with their dead. Right. I think the Cardassians have certain rituals.
Yeah, they claim they don't want outsiders.
Yeah,
viewing bodies.
But what we've come to find out is that he's been fucking a Bajoran, and he's got a half fucking Cardassian Bajoran kid that he's looking for that he plans on killing so that he doesn't lose his honor and his wife.
And obviously he's not going to tell Kira that.
Yeah, dude, he's pretty much like he's got a Wolf of Wall Street mission right now where he was fucking his side piece. Yeah. She got pregnant.
Yeah. And he sent her away to not be like, in danger. Yeah. And of course, boom. Fucking just attacked immediately.
Honestly, though, by the time they find her, and there's this big, not to get too far ahead, but just like, it made me like Cardassians more when he like just didn't kill her. You know what I mean? Like he actually just like.
If he had found it, if he had not went with Kira, if he had gone with himself,
she'd be dead. But he's seen reason, and that in itself was something big for me when I was watching it because I was like, you can't reason with it's like reasoning with the Cardassians is just like second to the Borg. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't give a fuck. They're gonna kill everybody. They're all so much pride.
Well, and the fact that Ducat's a sociopath.
Yeah, very true.
As well.
Very true. That's 100% right.
You're seeing that more and more every fucking time you see Ducat. You're like, more crazy. Yeah. Very Ted Bundy.
No, for real.
Well, and then, they find it's just a mining operation that the Breen are doing. The Breen are using them as the survivors as slave labor. Yeah. This might be the first time we see the Breen, too.
I think so, because I didn't recognize it.
I love their
I was about to say
their uniforms are so cool.
Dope looking aliens.
Yeah. Well, the best part about the Breen is we don't really get a lot of the Breen until later on in season 7.
Oh, okay.
But we still don't get a lot of info from them.
I was about to ask you if they come back.
They do come back. There's more about them in the books because in the books the Breen are not like one species. The Breen hegemony or the Breen wherever I think that's the Gorn hegemony. The Breen something. They are a collection of like multiple species that have been like conquered or joined the Breen. They're diplomatic or war
That's
or whatever.
So fucking cool. Okay.
And their whole thing is that everyone is the same, so that everyone wears the uniform, whether you're military or civilian. Everyone wears the outfit. I'm sure there's like some sort of military insignia somewhere, but something. Yeah, and like there's the vocoder. It's like how they're you can hear their voice noise. Yeah. That's like it's just something that their helmet translates for them. It's like one language.
Bro.
It's like it's so they can be secret, so there's no way to determine like what's under the mask.
Wow.
So
we're gonna. By the way, I've been reading more.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
read those books?
Better. No, that's what I'm saying. I want to read the book. I want us to review the books at some point.
Okay. Well, I gave you Destiny and the Cold Equation, so check those out. There's a book in the Typhon Pack series where Bashir and Ezri Dax. No, not Ezri Dax. Bashir and someone else. Maybe it was Ezri. They go undercover. They're trying to infiltrate the
Is Ezri who becomes Dax later on? Okay.
Yeah. For spoilers for anybody.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. They're sent under in like a covert mission to like infiltrate the Breen and I guess get some intel.
Gotcha.
Because now they're part of the Typhon Pack, which was like a post-Dominion War alliance of the Breen, the Zenkethi, the Romulans, and not the Zenkethi. Maybe the Zenkethi, and then the Tholians. It's like a 3 or 4 species Jesus alliance, and they go to like their planet. It's a big ball of ice, almost like Andoria. It's just ice.
That's fucking wild.
And like everyone's wearing the costumes. Everyone's wearing the Breen uniform, and their culture is very like secretive, but not like everyone's just the same. It's kind of hard to explain.
I got you.
But there's like a sect inside Breen like culture that doesn't want to live like that. They want to be free. They want to be able to just express themselves and wear regular clothes and show what they are species wise. And they're like kind of hunted and they're like dissident groups. They're not trying to like overthrow the government. They just want to be able to take their shit off when they're in public.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was kind of cool. You get some inside the Breen. The Breen are just not some species that's just wears the stuff for fun. Like, that's part of their culture. I thought that was super cool.
No, that's fucking sweet.
And of course they don't say anything, obviously, because this probably hasn't even been thought up in the show yet. Because they knock out 2 Breen guys, take their costumes, so they don't even show what they look like underneath.
No,
you just automatically see Kira and Dukat in the in the uniforms.
But they're dope ass uniforms.
Yeah, they're so good.
It's so cool.
And I always thought that, like, where their eyes were, it's really not, because when they take off that front mask, it's like, I guess, like a scanner or something. It's just cool. But so they infiltrate, they rescue, and they find her name's Tora Zial.
Yeah, there we go.
What was Tora Prim? Tora Naprim? That was the name of the mistress, Dukat's mistress. They have Tora Zial.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I love the Bajoran thing where it's like the last name, first name, not first name, last name. So her first name is Zial.
Yeah.
So she's Tora Zial. Tora's her family name. And Dukat's like really wants to kill her, and Kira talks him off the ledge of killing his own daughter.
Yeah. Well, I guess he had like a decent, not like a good reason, but like she'd be an outcast in either society.
Yeah, she'd be an outcast. He'd be ostracized. It would not be good for anybody. But he decided he's going to man up.
Yeah, Kira's like, put her on Deep Space Nine. You know what I mean? Like, fucking...
Yeah, you can... Well, he brings her first.
Yeah,
he decides to take her back to Cardassia, and, like, he's like, I'll deal with it.
And she looked really cool. I think they did really good at making a combo, like, an interspecies...
Well, they just lightened her skin and gave her the ridges on her nose.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But it was subtle, but, like, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, you can tell that it's, like, that's... I said they did a good job with the makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally get that. But you get some Dukat character development. You're like, oh, maybe he's not the crazy son of a bitch that we think he is.
I'm sure I'll find out later on.
Very wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very wrong. Because realistically, he's thinking. I mean, I'm sure in Dukat's mind, he's thinking of really not so much as I can get rid of this problem, as how can I use this to my advantage later.
Yeah, 100%.
And it really doesn't. But I think maybe part of the war within him is like maybe his sociopathy, and then maybe being an actual regular human being that has like compassion and love and can express that kind of was fighting each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a trained psychologist, so I could be talking out my ass, but
I think maybe he was just all about that Bajoran sneeze. But the Kira ends up fucking what's it called? Making him see the light and fucking not kill his own daughter, his own flesh and blood, and take her back. And then they had a good moment, like before he leaves the ship, essentially. Yeah. He's like, thanks for pulling that right out of my ass. That helped a lot. Yeah. It also turned me on. So hit me up.
Hit me up. You got more of those rods. Those little spikes.
You remember my history of Bajorans, Kira.
Apparently I was very good.
Yeah.
I almost killed my daughter.
And penis is huge.
It's got ridges, like it's got neck ridges.
Yeah, oh my god, that'd be hysterical. And he's like, well, see you later. Just walks away. So you want to go on to Rejoined?
Yeah.
We got a lesbian episode.
Dude, that's like the first note. This is the least woke lesbian episode, lesbian love story ever written.
No, for real. I was actually like invested.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck.
You're not like being shoved anything. Yeah. Because there's actual like history and emotion and like.
Well, neither of them had a septum piercing.
Or blue hair.
Yeah, that's pretty off the mark for today.
Yeah. But it felt more about not about like any sort of lust. Yeah. Type thing, more of like we have history, we have actual genuine emotional connection to each other, or to our, in this case, their past lives, like, and they're fighting the taboo of Trill culture.
Yeah. And what was the other girl's name?
Lenara Khan.
Yeah, right after that episode, when she left, she bought a Subaru Outback.
And then Lenara bought the Subaru, but Jadzia's in Starfleet, so she can't go buy a car, so she just painted one of the runabouts just a nice like stormtrooper white color.
She put a fucking mountain bike rack on the top of it. Yeah, and a fucking coexist sticker on the
and
back.
It's already a hatchback. God bless. So we get there's a Trill research group coming to the station.
Fucking stupid. Sorry.
There's a Trill research team is coming to the station. They're trying to work on artificial wormholes. Yeah. Which might as well come to Deep Space Nine. It's right at a wormhole.
So you got it right there.
Yeah, and the best part is that before the episode, like the thing that's in the teaser, Sisko brings Dax in. He's like, "Hey, old man, I think you have like 30 years of shore leave built up. You should go take it.
Yeah,
you should go take it."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, this one happened to do anything with the Trill research station or research team coming to the station?" He's like, "Oh no, just go on vacation.
No one's
go
worried
on
about
vacation.
Yeah,
go on vacation.
No one's worried about you scissoring the company."
And breaking Trill taboo and getting murdered.
Yeah, for real. Well,
that's their thing,
and
too.
And then you find out, too, that's when you kind of learn about that, where it's like, it's taboo for the past fucking, symbiote's lovers to be with the new symbiote lovers.
Well, so they're both new hosts, but they were married together in both past lives.
Oh, okay. So I misunderstood that. I thought it was just that was his old wife.
No. The Khan and the Dax symbiote had once been married together in a previous life, and the whole thing is, I guess they can never be married again.
Who had the dick? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know which one.
I think Jadzia had the dick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Fucking head hurts.
So Lenora Khan used to be a Dax's wife in previous host.
Yep.
And apparently, the taboo is that if you're re-engaging in a romantic relationship with a new host, is taboo. And if it's caught, I think you can literally be executed.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Both host and symbiote.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
What if they pulled the symbiotes out of their asses for a minute, and then...
Yeah, before they died from not having the symbiote, they get to... But it's not the host, it's the symbiote.
Yeah, but they could just enjoy putting it back in each other.
Oh my God.
That's how it's done, people. If you haven't been watching Star Trek, the symbiote goes in the butt.
I mean, there's really they do the wormhole test. Dax says she can control herself.
Yeah,
and they can just be professional. And as the episode progresses, there's progression with the artificial wormhole research, which is cool.
Yeah.
But you can see there's also stuff progressing with them too, like her and Lenora Khan's brother.
Yeah, he's very protective because he's trying to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't want his sister to be fucking murdered.
Yeah,
and
it was done for at that fucking. It was done for at the dessert table when they were talking. I was like, that's fucked. They're gonna be banging.
Yeah. Let's see, and it all really escalates whenever they're in the Defiant and they're doing the test again, and it all goes wrong, and there's an accident in engineering.
Yeah,
and
Dax almost kills her.
Yeah, which it would have been better if she died. Doesn't it? It would have been better for Jadzia.
Yeah, for real.
But she ends up saving her, and
it was crazy too. She had to walk up that fucking force field.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was actually, they did good on that for 90s CGI for a television show. I was like,
but the effects of the rippling of the force field with the plasma coming underneath it.
I was watching. I was kind of impressed. I was like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, that was really well done. But yeah, she saves her. She's holding her. It's like, I'll never leave you again. You're
go again.
Shut up, Jadzia.
Get your pants off.
God.
And then they realize they have feelings again. Jadzia goes to her quarters. Or no, her brother says some shit to her about it, and then she fucking runs to Jadzia's quarters, and then we get fucking DS9 lesbian kiss. Fucking, they just instantly.
Yeah. And I guess they hook up, but then Jadzia is all for it. But then Lenora comes to her senses and is like, I don't want to die for this.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't want to be ostracized, because obviously I don't know if...
She's giving up her whole life if she stays there.
Giving up everything. She can't go back to Trill. She goes back to Trill. She's going to be, executed, basically.
Neither of them are going to get another host, either.
Right, yeah. That ends the Dax and Khan line.
Yeah.
With them being killed. And the cool thing about this episode is that it's not really about the relationship that Jadzia and Lenora have. It's mostly about Trill culture.
Yeah.
And how... you kind of reconcile the idea of that all these, hosts, how do you reconcile emotional connections with people and in relationships? Well, you have to have some sort of discipline. Yeah. And here's the rules. If, it's taboo, you can't do it. If you do, here's the consequences. And then they have to they have to maintain that discipline. Yeah. And they broke here for a minute. And then Lenora fixes it. And Jadzia is definitely beat up about it when she leaves. She's definitely beat up about it.
You know what else fucks me up about it too? Is realistically, it's not even the two people. It's these two bugs that want to fuck each other. Yeah. It's fucking insane, actually, when you... Good Lord.
Yeah, it's definitely the symbiotes that are the driving force between the reestablishing that connection with those with the past
Trill
memories.
straight up creep me right the fuck out. I'm just gonna say it. Every time we bring him up and we learn a little bit more, I'm like,
Bug.
It's fucking weird. Yeah, it's just bugs. Yeah,
Just bugs.
These bugs that get worshipped like gods and then ejected into people's asses to become them. That's how it's done. Don't let Jared. Don't even correct.
It's a
him.
stomach flap.
No, it's an ass. That's where their ass is.
Through the colon.
That's how they shit. They lay on the toilet on their back.
That's why I wrote this down too at the end. I think it's near the beginning. Jesse is showing Quark a magic trick, and he just doesn't understand magic.
Yeah, that was hysterical.
He doesn't understand sleight of hand whatsoever.
He was like, "What the? Didn't he lose his?"
He used
shit?
the transporter. He used the transporter beam to transport it
that's what it
behind my
was.
ear because he pulled the latinum behind his ear.
I thought he was gonna get some umox.
Yeah,
but yeah. Also, just saying, we haven't seen a Trill toilet, Jared. You know what I mean?
it's like a net that catches
You just,
the
lean your
symbiote.
back into it, and you poop out your back flap where your butt is. In Trill culture.
God damn it! But and isn't that crazy? You can have like one of the most culturally, I want to say, I guess, not relative. Like, that's very something. It's a topic that is, very relevant to us today when it comes to like there's a same sex, thing here.
Yeah.
Well, they were able to write in the fact that it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about the culture of the
just so
show.
happened.
And then, but we get tricked nowadays, and it's like gay. This character's gay.
Yeah,
this is the only thing they do. They're only gay.
This Klingon wears a
You're
dress
like,
and he's a man.
Yeah, it's like that's the only thing you can come up with. Not something about their culture
Yeah, it
or
can't
something
be-
that's relevant to them.
Yeah.
But you can include things of our culture.
Well, and that's the issue with today's writing. Today's writing is not smart. Old Star Trek writing was smart.
Genius.
It was thought out. It was people that know the show, and now we got people writing it that don't know the show, and it's just pushing shit.
Yeah, and like no one was worried about it being the fact that it's two women.
Yeah.
It was the fact that it was
Two
symbiotes
symbiotes.
that would be breaking, that would be putting themselves into actual danger.
Yeah.
And nowadays, or like with the episode with Pell,
Yeah.
when Jadzia finds out Pell's a man, and she's not really concerned with him being Pell being a woman.
Yeah.
But before that, she sees that Pell likes
Yeah,
Quark.
she's like, you like Quark, and she didn't even think about the fact that
didn't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's not in their like
we're
realm of
past
things.
giving a fuck about.
We're
what
flying
you're
through
into.
space faster than light. I don't care about. It doesn't matter if it's a man and a man, a woman, a woman. It's
Have sex with who you want. I mean, Riker bangs the fucking.
androgynous chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't really mean anything.
No, it's just the future, and this is what it is, and it's not these big fucking labels.
And
on
it's
everything.
purely emotional based. It's not based on like any sort of like lust.
Yeah.
It's based on like having an actual connection with somebody that's with emotions or.
No, I agree.
That kind of thing, and that's what's more important. Not just like I'm this way. I'm gonna like make it a point to prove it I'm this way.
Yeah.
By like trying to bang everything that is into my attraction.
I agree.
That's how I see it. I'm sure.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. That's just why this type of writing is so much better.
It's so much smarter.
So much better. And it's a good way of bringing it up because obviously there were people in the 90s that were probably way more bigoted than people of today. I mean, the 80s and 90s, man, people were,
Star Trek also had Kirk kissed fucking Uhura.
Yeah.
And that was a
in
big
the
deal.
60s.
That was an interracial kiss on TV.
The
in
first
the 60s.
ever.
Star Trek has always pushed shit for people being united. The more that we...
And it's been in like subtle, meaningful ways.
Yeah, it's subtle, meaningful. But now we're pushing it to where it's like it's fucking alienating the old fans, and the new people that come in don't even want to watch old Star Trek because it's not like this bullshit Netflix stuff that they're making now.
Yeah.
I know it's not Netflix, but that's what it
Paramount
reminds me of.
stuff
It's just
that's-
like a new Netflix show comes out, and you're like, what's going to be discriminated against subtly on this?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad I like this episode because that brings up a lot of talking points.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And it's nice when we have at least one episode a season that can do that. Because then it feels like we're just recapping the episodes, not actually talking about ramifications or cultural implications that episode would have had then and or now.
Yeah,
that's why I love that.
Well, that's why Deep Space Nine is it's number one viewed thing on fucking Paramount Plus right now, and it's because it's no matter what, older Trek will always have some sort of relevance. They just did it so fucking well that it still seems. it's okay. So it's wild, right? Like if you watch, fucking, I love Alien. I love the first Alien. Right?
Yeah.
But the computers, everything looks like retro sci-fi. Like it looks like, it looks like a future that you would imagine in the 80s. Star Trek,
everything's still CRTVs and switches and physical buttons.
Exactly. Star Trek, they literally have tablets. They have it's like a whole
touchscreens and
all of their shit sees like totally believable future stuff, and that's why that's kind of why it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean the pads are just iPads.
Yeah, they literally just have iPads, cell phones, and fucking everything else.
You know what's funny though is that with the pads and like the tricorders, the buttons, how they can do so much stuff with them, but like with 2 buttons. How does that work?
I think it's most all of them. I mean, there's like just doing shit, but it's like touchscreens. I think it's not buttons. I think it's like quite literally because if you look at when they're on the ship and they're like controlling shit, it's for lack of it's literally a touchscreen. There's no buttons. They're just like
like on like the bigger consoles, but like the pads, the little pads.
I think it's the same thing.
Like so like you see Jake have one later and he's like writing with it. Yeah. But there's not a screen big enough for him to write.
I think it's just not.
Because there's your main display screen, your bigger display screen. That's where all the info shows up. And then there's like 2 smaller little screens where you can tap.
That's true.
So how do you write on that? I don't know. It's something that other nerds that have more ability to like make things can figure it out for themselves. But like the tricorders you see in like Nemesis.
Yeah.
And what we see in Picard. Yeah. They're more actual physical touchscreens with probably a lot more moving like visuals.
Badass.
Yeah, they're probably more functional. Like a tricorder in TNG, it's of all these different... they really don't look like usable from a, like... I can't just pick... Like, I can pick up an iPhone and know how to use it.
Yeah.
Fairly intuitively. But I probably could pick up a TNG D69 tricorder and know how to use that right off the bat. I bet it's a lot of programming and, like, button sequencing that gets you where you need to be.
Yeah.
And you need to be trained.
No, that's fair, yeah.
But I thought that was a weird point, but... I don't even know where we were. I don't even know how we came up with that.
So we just
really went to the cars and
we just like talking about Trek and how relevant it is.
Yeah,
we ended up
that's right. Yeah,
going down that rabbit hole. But I think we can go to Starship Down.
Yeah.
Also, real quick.
Yes.
At the end of Rejoined, when she's looking back to see if Jaxia is going to come up and fucking, wave her off or just look. That scene was fucking pretty heavy. Like,
well, Jadzia's up there on the second level just watching her get into the
and she
the
looks
airlock.
back at her.
Yeah.
That was fucked.
She's like crying.
That actually fucked me up. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, good episode.
So now Starship Down.
Yep. The Deviant is trapped in the planet's atmosphere after the fight.
And, I thought this was a weird title for this episode because we get an episode later where there is literally a ship down on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know what that one's called.
Yeah, I don't either.
I feel like that one should be called this. This one should be called, like, not Starship Down. They get trapped in a gas giant.
Yeah.
This should have been like the hunt for Red October. This was a hunt for Red October.
Yeah, for real.
Because they have no sensors in the they're so deep in the gas giant, like their sensors don't work. They're using like echolocation.
Yeah.
To find stuff. The torpedoes they're launching have like they're relying on like heat signatures or like they don't have guidance systems, so they're relying on other things to have the torpedoes track. But we'll get to that. So there's the Defiance in the Gamma Quadrant. They're talking with the Karma, who we met them earlier in like season 2 or 3, and Quark's like the middleman for trade for them. And the guy who is the Karma guy is what's his face? He plays Zephram Cochrane. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's in First Contact.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That guy.
Yeah, okay.
He's also remember the TNG episode where they're on that planet where the guy's the super soldier.
He's in Babe. He's the old man in Babe. And
he's the Karama guy.
Yeah, and that, by the way, him and Quark were so funny disarming that bomb.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta make it.
Yeah.
Like, make a choice. And he just pulls it out.
Well, and the best part is in the beginning of the episode, like he's like yelling at Quark because he's like, "Oh, this is fucked," because we're getting all the taxes and fees with the Federation. And it's like of course they're all like Ferengi driven taxes and fees.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I love that.
His makeup was great, by the way. He was such a cool looking alien.
Yeah. The camera cool looking.
What's funny is I had the same realization. He leaned in and he's talking to Quark, and I was like, this is who I was talking about, where I couldn't remember what he was from.
Yeah.
And I finally looked it up.
Tall too.
Yeah, dude. He's been in so much shit. He's in the Green Mile. He's in fucking Babe. He's just all over the place.
He's played multiple characters across Star Trek.
Yeah, and one of the biggest characters that kind of started first, like he was like the first one to meet fucking.
As Zephram Cochrane. Yeah. So we get the Jem'Hadar attack because they don't like that the Karama are doing trade with the Federation.
Yeah.
They attack the Karama ship in the Defiant, and they end up going to a gas giant, and they're just doing all this total like submarine style warfare.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of the battle between Kirk and Khan and Wrath of Khan in the Nebula. Kind of reminded me of that. And it's just very much, submarine style stuff. I mean, the Defiant gets kind of fucked up too. Like they take some hits from the Jem'Hadar. Like, I think even Sisko gets like a nasty ass concussion. It's up to Kira to like.
Yeah, he's just laying there because he's dying essentially.
His concussion's that bad.
Yeah,
he's got like a
Kira's
brain bleed or something. He's fucked.
Well, that's also when you find out how Kira views Sisko. Like how much she respects him for being the fucking what's it called?
The emissary.
Yeah, the emissary, and then tells him a story about the. Fuck, I can't remember. It's like the three brothers that go and do some shit. He's telling... He's
three brothers? Well, four brothers.
Three brothers. We only got two brothers on this whole damn
we only got two brothers.
station. Worf's not even a real one.
She's just retelling the Four Brothers Mark Wahlberg movie.
And then they killed Jack. It was fucking ridiculous. That's a good movie. Just saying, I kind of like that movie growing up.
It's weird.
When I was a little kid, it was cool.
Yeah. Then now you grow up and you're like, Mark Wahlberg's white. And a Christian.
It's adoption, Adoption. And for some reason they got Andre 5000, whatever his fucking name is.
And there's and this also reminded me of the TNG episode where they hit the quantum filament and like the ship's all fucked up and people think everybody's dead and everybody's in a different part. Like you have like O'Brien and Rolaren and Troy at the bridge trying to get stuff. You got Riker and Data trying to get through to engineering. You had the Beverly.
Like that episode.
It's very much like that because then you have like you got that you Quark and the camera guy in the mess hall. You've got the bridge. Then you get to the point where Bashir is trying to evacuate people out of the sick bay because there's a hull breach.
Yeah.
And him and Jadzia get stuck in like that turbo lift.
He saves Jadzia.
He saves Jet because she's like breathing all that fucking gas, and she was like pretty fucked up from that. Then you kind of get multiple stories in here, and I thought that was very similar.
Yeah, it was this was probably one of the most packed 45-minute episodes. In a minute.
Yeah, and there was no B plot.
Nah.
It was just all those individual plots during this whole like.
And Worf blows
encounter.
up a ship in this, doesn't he? Because he later is like getting like.
No.
What ship does he blow up where they're fucking trying to arrest Worf later?
But we'll get to that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to
that.
Oh,
okay. I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
With that fucking horrible...
with what I made about they can attack
civilians
and we'll get to that.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, this is just... this is just... Oh, that's right, called Disaster. This is Deep Space Nine's Disaster. But I love the torpedo hits the mess hall and it's a dud or it didn't detonate. And they're like
Quark
freaking out
and that
about
guy
it.
are just looking at it. Like,
they're freaking out about it. Eventually, though, Kira, with I guess help from fucked up Sisko, they're able to, launch a torpedo and they get the last Jem'Hadar ship. There's like two or three that were following them. They destroy one. They finally destroy the last one, and they can go down and rescue the other Karama survivors. And they can get out of the nebula and get the fuck back out of there.
The fucking Jem'Hadar is so capable too. It pisses me off,
dude. I hate how capable they are.
It's ridiculous.
Which I mean, that just means that the Federation needs to improve, which they do. That's cool about the Federation. Every time they encounter something more powerful, like the Borg or the Jem'Hadar, they always like rise to meet the requirements to win, and they even get more advanced.
And then or also end up getting a new fucking ally out of it too. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. Okay, there was a small B plot in this. Worf is kind of a little too hard on O'Brien's engineers. Yes. It's very small,
but O'Brien gives him the advice of easing up.
Remember, we're not on the Enterprise. Not everyone is like the best of the best. We have people here that are good, but they're not flagship of the Federation good. They're not that good yet. So you kind of have to take it easy. Remember, we're on a station. And
it was cool because you get to see Worf being like, "Oh fuck, I'm being an
ass." Yeah. It's kind of nice at the end of the episode when they're back on the station and Kira and Sisko aren't like super super close yet, but now they kind of are. And he gives her the baseball hat.
Yeah.
And like come see a game sometime. We'll go see a baseball game in the Hollow Suite.
And also, Kira puts on the hat. And she looks so fucking dorky.
She looks so, but she's so happy though. She's beaming.
Yeah,
She's
looks like a
so
little
happy
kid.
to have that.
Which, by the way, is so funny because Kira grows on me every season.
Yeah.
To where I'm just like, this is one of the best fucking characters that's ever on this damn show.
Oh, I'm gonna. Obviously, the audience can't see this, but I'm gonna show you something. Because we're talking about baseball. Look at this shit.
It's a rubber dick, everybody.
It's the
yeah, that's fucking
and
badass.
It's got my name on the back, and it's got the baseball, and it's like the half.
What the fuck? Did you get that off Etsy or something?
Yeah, off Etsy, yeah.
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it's a rubber dick that's shaped like Odo.
It's shaped like Deep Space Nine.
It's crazy.
It's a Deep Space Nine butt plug.
It's a Deep Space Nine fleshlight.
Yeah. No, it's a
wild.
baseball uniform because we're gonna get to obviously once we get a couple more episodes in of the podcast, we get to season 7. There's a baseball episode.
Yeah.
And they're wearing baseball jerseys. There was a Etsy shop that made custom baseball jerseys of that. It's got Niners on it. It's got the pinstripes.
That's fucking badass.
It's got my last name and the number on it. Oh shit. We'll have to get you one.
Have to get me a 5X one. Just kidding.
I think they have 5X. They were good. But no, dude, I thought that was so funny because she gives him the baseball hat, and it's I'm pretty sure it's got the
I think so too.
Station on it.
Yeah.
And they're going to use that later. They keep that prop.
I fucking seriously though, it was so funny. Kira putting that hat on, like you said, she's beaming.
She's so happy.
She looks like a little kid.
No idea how to play the sport.
Yeah.
No idea what even it is, but she's like, this is so happy.
Go hang out with the emissary.
And it's funny too. I guess eventually in the baseball episode, Sisko mentions like all of you that he pulls in the team has seen at least one baseball game with either me and or Jake.
Yeah.
And he gets to teach them off baseball.
So that's like his thing then, just showing them all baseball.
Yeah. Which great. Baseball's a great sport. I love baseball.
Like me trying to show people Star Trek, but way less cool.
Yeah.
Because people don't give a fuck. Yeah. You're the only person I can talk about Star Trek.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's Starship Down.
Good episode.
Just not the right name for this episode.
I agree completely. I know this is one of your least favorite episodes coming up, but
Yeah.
I actually fucking liked it.
I knew
like
you'd
you
love
said.
this episode,
It was
dude.
hilarious. Little Green Men.
Yeah. I appreciate it more now.
It was funny, bro. I just love dude, like I said, it's so weird. I went into Deep Space Nine fucking despising Ferengis. Just like they're just the most annoying fucking alien on TNG.
They don't give them much to work with in TNG.
No, they fucking kind of. It actually makes me mad because the more we get of them, they're actually awesome. Quark is awesome. Rom is awesome.
I love Zek.
Yeah, dude, Zek is fucking hysterical. Zek is he's such a piece of shit. I fucking love Zek. And I like Zek because he doesn't even realize what a piece of shit he is. He's just...
I mean, he's not like a bad piece of shit.
No, he's just like, doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
Yeah,
He's like
very obnoxious and very yeah. I love Zek. But,
you should be ashamed. Sorry.
Where's my beetle snuff? Quark? Okay, Little Green Men. This is just such a purely Ferengi episode, and Nog's going to the academy.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about that in a while, but Nog is in the academy.
Quark got a ship he was owed.
Yeah, was it Gala? I think Gala gives him a ship.
I think so.
And of course, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's already sabotaged.
Yeah.
It's literally just a sabotage ship. That's so Ferengi of them.
Yeah, but Nog's supposed to be going to the Starfleet Academy, which good on fucking Nog.
Yeah.
Killing it.
And the weird thing, too, is it kind of starts with Nog selling off all his belongings as kind of a Ferengi tradition.
Yeah, they have like a rummage sale.
Yeah. Yeah. And but Worf is like against Nog joining Starfleet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're a Klingon.
Yeah, you're the only Klingon in Starfleet, you bag of shit.
Yeah,
and
you're trying to hold
ship.
the record of the only one of your species.
This is what pissed me off. He's the only Klingon in Starfleet, right? And he was on a ship with the only android in fucking Starfleet.
Yeah.
The only working android that we even have beside his lame ass
the only blind guy with a visor.
Yes!
And the only child genius that became a fucking traveling intergalactic entity, and
he's
only
an Indian
this.
now.
Yeah.
No,
Wesley, the only redhead. The only,
Turned out Wesley's like 3/4 Cherokee.
Yeah.
That's what we found out. Just like every other white person you talk to.
Beverly's got the red hair. Wesley has the red jeans.
Yeah. He's a big Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
No, honestly, just a side note. Anybody you talk to, it'll come up, and I've made the joke several times where every white person says they're 3/4 Cherokee. Mm-hmm. You know how many times someone's been like, well, actually, I'm a Native American. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
Star Trek aside, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I did find it. Found it's kind of annoying that Worf is against it. But probably because he just doesn't like Ferengis yet. Worf has had a lot of bad interactions with Ferengis in the past.
Yes.
And he knows that Quark's kind of a sleazeball.
Yeah.
He probably thinks Rom's just a blubbering idiot.
Yeah.
Brother,
Rom's a fucking genius.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
So he probably thinks Nog is just kind of cut from the same curtain, same cloth. But whatever.
I do like that he's interested in Nog's tooth sharpener.
Yeah.
That's what he buys from.
He does. He buys.
Worf's like all about it. He's like, fuck, it's sharpen my teeth. Which, if you ever come at me with a tooth sharpener, I will fucking kill I will figure out a way to kill a whole room. That is the most horrifying thing I can think
for
of.
Sure.
Just the Dremel tool on your tooth.
Ugh.
It's like on Tosh.0.
That makes my teeth hurt.
Bro, well, it's like I was watching Tosh.0 and he had a skit where he took a toenail clipper to
Oh! I've seen that. That's a real video, dude. Oh my god.
Well, Tosh did it as a joke. Like,
right, but that's an actual, like... Someone did that.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, that's why I hate that. Like licking my teeth over here, trying to make sure they're all still there.
But yeah, teeth sharpener, worst fucking thing. And then one of the items was Quark's or someone's. Oh no, it was. One of them was a stolen item. I can't remember which one it was, but it was fucking funny.
He's got hot contraband or he's selling.
Yeah.
Hot goods.
Oh, and he also gave Jake his favorite program or some shit. His favorite.
It's obviously just a fucking porno.
It's 100%
a sex holo novel or something.
Probably just Kira.
Yeah.
Can't blame.
And they're gonna decide they're gonna take the ship. Quark and Rom and Nog are gonna take the ship to Earth to drop him off as like a test flight, make sure everything works. Because Rom is the engineer, so he's gonna be able to kind of
help out,
mess with it a little bit. Dude, my eye is fucked. There's something in my eye. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I gotta pull my eyeball out of the socket and check it out for a second.
Yeah, he's got a glass eye.
Oh fuck, that hurts. Oh, his allergies, man. The only bad thing about spring is my allergies. Okay, sorry about that. So they take it there, and of course, also the test flight is also an excuse for Quark to smuggle some chemocyte to a buyer somewhere.
Yeah, of course he's got another fucking motive,
right?
Like always.
And of course, during the trip, there is an odd trip back to the. On the trip, there's a callback back to the Bell riots in Sisko. There's someone mentioned something about.
Really?
I think Rom is studying, either Rom or Nog are studying Earth history. And they got onto the Bell riots, and they're like talking about how the picture for the guy who played Bell looks a lot like Sisko.
Yeah, okay, I know.
I thought that was kind of funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
And then, of course, they're flying there, and they're about to get to the Sol system, and they can't drop out of warp because the ship is, of course, sabotaged.
It's a pile of shit.
Yeah,
it's a pile of shit.
And they're gonna. Rom has the idea that if they ignite the chemocyte, it's gonna somehow pull them out of warp.
Yeah,
it's gonna disrupt like the warp plasma or the warp field or something.
Takes them back in time,
and they get back to 1940s Earth.
Which is, like, I get why you don't like this episode, because it's kind of fucking, it's like, oh, cool, they're in the 40s, and UFO craze.
Exactly, yeah. They're in, of course, they land in Roswell.
Yeah, and it turns out they are
the Roswell
the Battle
aliens.
for Los Angeles fucking Roswell photos, like, that's them.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. But what I like, though, is when they land, they get captured, and there's the fucking scientist dude with his chick. Yeah, that's like they can't stay off of each other.
They even say they're like married. They're getting married or something.
Yeah, they're getting married.
Yeah,
he's like, which first of all, the way this episode ends, those two would have been fucking executed.
Oh yeah, they would have been quietly executed. Hard. Yeah,
but no, they get there and they fucking can't understand what anybody's saying because they have the fucking translators in their ears,
and they're broken.
Which also cleared up something for me that I've been wondering for years that always pissed me off. I'm like, okay, they all got all these new aliens, all this stuff like that. Everybody speaks English. Now I get it. They have these fucking translators in their ears.
Yeah, most cultures have a universal translator.
I didn't even realize that.
For the Federation, the universal translator's in their comm badge.
Okay, so and what's fucking crazy is that made me think, I want to see a whole episode where you're just seeing everybody speaking like they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
isn't there a TNG episode called Babel?
I think so.
But I don't think that's that's the one where that's where the one guy he can't talk, he has his chorus, right? Isn't that the TNG episode Babel?
I can't remember. All I know is the one episode Darmok.
Timba,
his arms wide.
Babel. Let's see what TNG.
One of my favorite episodes.
A Journey to Babel. Maybe it was Journey to Babel.
I'm not sure. We've covered so much fucking Star Trek now; it's all running together. But not that that's a problem.
Right.
Big fan. But yeah, that cleared up something for me. I didn't even realize that.
Oh, Babel is it's the Deep Space Nine episode. It's where they get the aphasia virus and they all start speaking aphasia. Yeah. But that would be a cool. There would have been a cool episode where there's something happens and like they're in a location where the universal translator stops working and they have to figure out a way to communicate with each other.
It'd be fucking sick.
Yeah. But like with the Ferengi, they have an ear implant.
Yeah.
And I'm sure other species have some type of device that helps them translate.
They're trying to turn it back on so they could even fucking talk to him.
Yeah, there's a scene where like they're going in Rom's ear or their Quark's ear, Nog's ear, something like that. And they're like, that cannot be comfortable. That has to be whatever. And then like Nog's like, or Rom's doing his like sign language thing. He's like, I think he wants your hair clip or something. Yeah. And all this stuff. And it's just the way they're communicating with each other. And also, they're not.
The Ferengi language sounded hysterical.
I don't even remember what it sounded like.
I mean, like, not as cool as Klingons, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Which I expected.
Right. Yeah. And of course, the general of the base is like, thinks they're Martians.
Yeah.
Call them Martians and just wants weapons or something out of them.
Yeah.
But the Ferengi are like, oh, we're the Ferengi Trade Alliance. We're here to like establish trade with your culture.
And of course,
if we don't, we'll go to the Ruskies. We'll go to the other people who might be interested in our goods.
Yeah. Well, and then fucking Quark is almost like, well, fuck this. We'll just stay in 40s Earth and be the biggest for. Of course, Quark is going to throw his whole family, everything away to create a butterfly effect of him being the best, like the general,
the most rich. Yeah, exactly. Of course, Quark would do that, and everybody else is like, "We want to go home. Like, fuck this. This is fuck."
Well, now we're supposed to go to Starfleet. He's going to make him throw away everything.
Yeah,
and fucking Rom,
right,
is getting closer to not having to be with Quark, which good for him. We'll see that in a minute.
And of course, like they're interrogating somebody. They're interrogating Nog, I think.
Yeah.
And the scientist because it's a female scientist, and I think the other guy's military, right?
I think they're both scientists.
I thought the guy was
military
military.
Guy is calling them in.
I could have sworn that our two lovers, he was military, she was science.
Maybe you're right, and I'm just misremembering.
Either way, they help. Our boys escape.
Right, actually.
Yeah. They help our boys escape. They're trying to get back to the ship because they know that they can possibly use the rest of the chemosite they have still to recreate what happened.
Yeah.
And go back in time. And of course, they need a big source of energy to kind of get going. And what are they doing? A couple miles away, nuclear testing.
Yep, and they're gonna fly into a fucking nuke.
Yeah,
which is so cool. Actually.
Yeah. I think Quark's like, if this kills us, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna kill you or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're gonna be dead, dude.
Yeah,
like,
it's not gonna be.
You're flying into a nuclear bomb. And the best part is that fucking Odo's there.
Yeah,
he's hiding the dog. He's the dog. He's hiding the whole time.
Yeah,
he's hiding the whole time because he knows he knows that Quark had the chemosite. He was gonna smuggle it. He was gonna follow him and arrest his bitch ass.
Yeah,
and he almost does too when they get back.
It's fucking
and
nuts.
Quark's like, what chemosite? It's all gone.
Yeah, the dedication Odo has though. But he came in and he's all like, the troops out there have peanut butter and they feed it to the dogs a weird way, and it's really good.
So they use a really weird utensil. They put it on the utensil and the dog licks it off.
They rub it on their ass. I ate all of it.
And then it's just funny, like they almost get caught, and then Quark or Odo comes up behind them and like fucking karate chops him or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
fucking it's great. Honestly,
it's fun. It's very fun.
Any of the Ferengi ones are typically, like, so far are pretty fucking funny episodes.
And I think when I was first starting to watch Deep Space Nine, I don't think I enjoyed the premise.
Yeah,
I don't think I really appreciated those types of movies. They were paying homage to the 40s and 50s sci-fi B movies
100%.
that had the aliens of Roswell and the day the Earth stood still and all that shit. They're paying homage to that. I was in my early 20s, and I really wasn't into that at any point. I knew a Mystery Science Theater 3000, so I've seen some of those, but I didn't really like when they made fun of those old movies. I liked when they made fun of movies in the 80s.
Really?
That were bad.
So I've always...
that's what's playing in the living room right now for the dog is the Samsung channel Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
And before, like last night when I was watching it for a second, it was one of those 1950s black and white, sci-fi B movies that are pretty much god awful.
Yeah,
they're terribly boring. But that was a good, like, that genre was very innovative and kind of laid the groungroundwork for a lot of stuff we got later on.
Star Trek if it wasn't for these.
Even that, or even a lot of the stuff we see in the 80s and 90s, Babylon 5 and shit like We won't have that if it weren't for those movies.
Well, and I think it's kind of the opposite for me. It's kind of funny because I think the reason I like this episode so much is because I grew up watching a lot of B sci-fi. Like I really liked this isn't B sci-fi, but Twilight Zone is one of the most top tier shows ever fucking made ever.
Oh yeah.
But I loved Twilight Zone, and Twilight Zone gave me a love for black and white movies. So then I would just like Sci-Fi Channel used to just play fucking random old movies or like crazy shit like that. So I think that's one reason I like this episode so much is because I like a lot of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah,
like fucking.
I didn't appreciate those until
original The Thing.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't appreciate those until later on. After I was like, I don't like this episode. I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, it took me a while to get into that. So now especially doing it for the podcast and having to watch it for the sake of our episodes. Yeah, I do now appreciate it. I feel it. And I mean, I would if I'm watching season 4 again, I'm not going to skip this episode. I'm going to watch it. Yeah. But so our boys get back, and of course Odo tries to arrest Quark, but there's no evidence because they had to use it to get back home. And
what's the stuff called again?
Chemosite.
Yeah, no more chemosite.
Yeah, and that's kind of the funny thing with Odo and Quark is that every time Odo tries to arrest him, something has happened to the evidence.
It's like fucking Scully. It's like Scully seeing the aliens on X-Files. She's always conveniently asleep, conveniently passed out, and Mulder's like, "This is fucking alien shit, dumb bitch, get up!" Like, please believe me.
No, dude. Oh man, that is a very good episode. I will give it that. I'm never gonna skip it again. I'm gonna watch it every time it comes on.
Yeah, I loved every second of it. It was fucking hilarious. But now we got the Sword of Kahless.
Yes, this is an actual Klingon episode.
Yeah,
I don't count the Way of the Warrior
pretty much
to be a Klingon episode. I think this is like our typical like episode of the season or the month or week, Klingon episode.
Yeah, this is the Klingon Holy Grail. Like, it's the sword of their Jesus, essentially. Yeah. Like, the fucking crazy episode, by the way.
And we get Kors back, the Dahar Master.
Yes,
crazy
bullet
son
himself.
of a bitch. But like that's what his ship's called, the Silver Bullet, the IKS Silver Bullet.
That would be fucking awesome.
But Quark's back on the station. He's kind of. I don't think he's even there to ask anybody for help. He's just there like hanging out till he can get a ship or something to take him where he needs to go.
Yeah.
But he's on a mission to find the Sword of Kahless. He's got this like piece of curtain shroud thing that he picked up off some Vulcans in the Gamma Quadrant of all places. That's got Klingon on it, and it's supposed to like it dates back to Kahless, which is like a millennia ago, or 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago.
Fucking Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, they literally found the Shroud of Turin. Yeah. for the sword basically, and the whole thing with the Klingons is that they weren't always like top dog because they were under attack by they're never given a species name, which is what the Klingons called them, the Herc. Yeah. Which stands for like invader. It's a Klingon for invader or something like that.
You pretty much see that Klingons like they're vicious in the way they are for a reason because they had to adapt essentially.
Well, not necessarily because I mean even the Klingons, Kahless was.
Oh yeah, he's like a great warrior, but I'm saying like
they've always been a warrior.
I mean like how you're saying they're not top dog, like
Well, they were, and then the Herc come in and they fucking wiped the floor with the Klingons for a little bit, and they were able to finally fight back and push the Herc out, but the Herc came in and did a lot of damage to like the Klingon like empire, destroying colonies and wrecking havoc and whatnot. They stole the Sword of Kahless. They stole like artifacts from of Klingon history, and that was one of them. So obviously I'm sure people have been looking for it for however long, and now Kor finally has a lead on it.
And Worf can restore honor to his family if he finds it.
But I mean, like I said, Kor's not even there to get help. He just kind of happens to blabbermouth and tells Jadzia of it. Of course, Jadzia is going to tell Worf of it, and then they're like, "We'll go." Worf's like, "Let me go with you," and Jadzia's like, "I might as well go too. Yeah, keep these two out of fucking trouble." And of course, that little Doros kid from TNG is back. He's all grown up now.
Oh yeah, dude!
Because you see Kor get attacked by that Lethian guy, zaps his brain.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, and he's trying to get info because if he finds the Sword of Kahless, it will help him, take power away from Gowron and put Doros as the family of the head of the Klingon High Council.
Fuck, I didn't even realize. As I'm watching, that makes so much sense. Sorry, it's just fucking. I wish I remembered names better. Damn
I don't remember that guy's name. I just know he's the Doros guy.
Yeah, but they'll say a bunch of they'll say a bunch of shit. Right? I'm watching Star Trek. I love it. I'm trying to be invested. I just don't pick up on shit, bro. I'm just fucking dumb. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, well, do it like me and watch it like, a dozen times, and then you finally.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, this is my first watch of DS9.
Yeah, I've seen this multiple times.
Yeah, facts.
Toral. I wrote it down.
Toral,
the son of Doros. He's gonna like follow them and try and get it, because obviously he's a coward. He's not gonna try and do it himself. He's gonna let someone else do the dirty work.
Yeah.
But they end up find like a planet, and they found like a room that's full of like artifacts that looks like it had already been ransacked. They found a hidden room, and they found the sword.
Yeah, they're essentially in a pyramid. You know what I mean? Just fucking unlocking it.
And of course, right when they found the sword, here comes Doros's men. They fight them off. They escape, but they get lost in the K system.
Yep.
And they start going crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Core and Worf start going crazy, which that reminded me of another movie. Or I feel like another type of thing I've seen before, where it's like they find this item, but they start fighting over it. Maybe I'm just thinking of Roger's golden poop from American Dad.
It's probably The Rundown starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson when they're trying to find the fucking golden. It's a cat. It's like how you say cat.
Yeah,
in Spanish.
yeah.
I'm just kidding, but
yeah, they start going crazy. Like Core kind of treats it disrespectfully.
Yeah.
Like at one point he's like using it to eat these like rats they're finding in the caves.
Yeah.
And Worf's like, "What the fuck are you doing? This is a precious artifact of like our warrior god person.
Using it to hammer in shit.
It should be polished and made to look pretty. Oh, it feels like The Ring.
Yeah.
Like the One Ring where they're two sides of Gollum.
Yeah,
like that's what it feels. That's what it feels like.
No, true. Honestly, I wonder if this had some Tolkien like inspiration with that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean they start fighting over it. I mean they actually fight over it. Worf's already injured, and he's like, they're fighting over this sword. Jetsia has to like fucking phaser him just to tell him to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Which they're able to they run into Toral, his men again, and they kick his ass.
Yeah.
They're like, "All right, motherfucker, like disarm, turn." They have a jamming signal up. That's why they can't beam to the runabout. I forgot about that. So he's like, "Turn the fucking shit off, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here." Which they do, and they leave. I think they end up like killing Toral. Maybe they might actually. I think Korra kills him.
I'm pretty
he
sure
he fucking takes the sword of Kayla and just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fucking ruined
Same
him.
way Worf did to Doros.
Yeah, which was fucking odd. I love that episode. Sorry, not to get off topic.
That's great. But they're able to get back, and they're like, they kind of have some. They're not crazy anymore.
Yeah,
it was probably being trapped in the cave that fucked them up too.
Well, 100%.
They're like, well, this sword like fucking tore us apart. Imagine what it could do if we do bring it back.
Yeah, they fucking they just toss it into space.
Yeah, they just beam it into space.
Which that actually pissed me off.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute,
like because they beam it in and it's like already rotating, so it has some sort of angular momentum, so it's gonna float somewhere in some direction.
Yeah,
it's not like they just beamed it there and it's like motionless. It's just hanging in space.
Fucking shot it back out.
Yeah, so like how are you gonna find it again? What if like the right pull of gravity pulls into a fucking star and it's destroyed?
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Like Worf like, oh god, it fucking bothers. I get the point, right? But like Worf, just keep it as a memento. You just got this fucking sword of Kalis or something. Like fuck anything. Don't beam. It's like if you found the Holy Grail and just like, fuck it, just tossed it right back into the ocean. You know what I mean?
Or like don't take credit for it. Like somehow like bring it to Borath.
Yeah.
The monastery. That's where the Kalis clone came anyways. Just have it like materialize there.
A sign from the gods.
Exactly. And then they can just kind of not take credit for it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But I think beaming it into space was such a dumb idea.
No, I agree.
Take it back to the planet. Put it back on the pedestal. And then you know where it's at.
Yeah.
And then, like, they said whenever the time is right. Obviously, it wasn't right because the Klingon Empire was already in issues.
And also, if the time was right, how are they going to fucking find it again? Like you're saying, like, if they're going to wait to go get it, dude, they got a fucking, like, a air tag on it or some shit?
Yeah, they got an air tag on it. But I guess it would be like, we know the coordinates, we beamed it into space. We'll have to store that somewhere.
Fuck that.
And then when it's time, we'll just go back to those coordinates. And we can probably, like... We know it's metallurgic components. We can scan for that, amount of whatever metallic component, material. We can scan for it. Oh, there it is. It drifted, a couple thousand kilometers since from, when we beamed it last from drift.
No, for real. They could have done anything better.
Yeah.
With that. Which, once again, it's just us getting pissed at this fucking show.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm mad at it still.
I'm mad at it, but this was a really good episode. There was no B plot.
It's all that fucking sword, bro.
Yeah, there was no like flashback to Deep Space Nine with whatever. It was all just following Dax, Core, and Worf.
No, for real.
That was 45 minutes, which was they got a lot out of it, and that was and most of it was just the Core and Worf, going crazy and fighting over it, and that was just really cool.
Yeah, it was badass. It was a very tense episode. Also, what's Kalis? Does Kalis have a last name?
Well, Klingons don't have last names.
Oh, yeah, they just go by the one.
They're this name, son or daughter, or
son of
whoever.
Kalis.
Yeah.
I wish
they're of the house too. Like they're whoever's the head of the house. If that's their name, like they're the House of Moog or the House of Grilka, or
that's true.
I would be Jared of the House of my father's name essentially. If he was head of the house.
I think I would just like to see like how like in our life we'll be like Jesus Christ. I'd just like to see Worf go once.
Oh yeah,
Kalis. Kalis.
Yeah, what's Klingon swearing like, or Klingon like taking a name in vain kind of thing?
I think a Klingon swear word would be sorry.
Patak.
I think if they sorry, like you just like blow people's minds.
Yeah.
Thank you. But episode 10, you want to go on to it?
Yeah, let's move on to that, yeah.
Our man Bashir.
Yeah, the 007 episode.
This is a fucking great episode, in my opinion.
I'm kind of torn between it.
Really? I just thought it was funny. Like, I like seeing Garrick in the suit.
It's a TNG episode.
Yeah. I mean, I've always seen people shit on one-offs and like weird little Monster of the Week episodes and stuff before, but like even when I'm watching when I watched all of X-Files and stuff like that, my favorite episodes were always these little one-off kind of fun episodes because it's I don't know, it's a little bit more freedom, away from the main everything else that's happening.
Well, for me, this felt like this felt like if Trek stole an Austin Powers script that had already stolen from a 007 film.
Yeah, no, fair. It was like a really... I mean, it's Bashir's favorite program, and he's fucking kind of a sex fiend, way too good of a person, and it's perfect for what he is, and him just having this weird, James Bashir, Bashir, James Bashir.
Which I don't. What's his name? Like Hawk? Night? No, I don't remember his name. I didn't write. I should have wrote down all of their character names in the thing, because what happens is Bashir's doing the Holo program with Garrick's joining, because Garrick is so confused by like human writing.
Yeah,
because theirs is always like it's
very one-dimensional.
Very one-dimensional writing. Like if it's a crime novel, it's always like you're always going to know who the bad guy is. They're always guilty. There's no twist. There's no turns.
There's no twist. It's all just laid out in front of you.
And with this, like, there's so much complex storytelling and twists and turns, and even it's a 007 novel, and it's complex, quote unquote, which is not. It's pretty easy writing, but it's just so confusing to Garrick, which is what makes it funny.
Yeah. And Bashir told Garrick, "I like my penis shaken, not stirred."
So we got Sisko, Kira, Worf, Dax, and O'Brien are on a runabout. They're coming back from some conference somewhere. And then the ship, I don't know what conference it was, but it must have been something high class enough for them to want to sabotage the ship, and the ship like blows up.
Yeah, dude. They're going to a center planning meeting.
I get that. That's a UPS insider joke. But somehow the ship's sabotaged. It's about to blow up, and Eddington is trying to beam them out. But there's somehow they end up in the holosuite pattern buffers.
Yeah, and they're stuck as that character. Like they don't even know who they are.
Yeah, so we got Sisko is the bad guy.
Yep.
Sisko is Dr. No.
He did so well.
Yeah, that was his Broadway training in that for sure.
He fucking killed it. I was laughing so hard at evil Sisko.
Kira is she's like the Russian spy.
Yeah.
Bashir love interest, which makes sense because I think they might be married by this season.
Yeah,
or they're already seeing each other.
The hot scientist.
Dax is the hot scientist chick who is, she thinks she's ugly because she wears glasses, but then she takes the glasses off and she goes from a 9.5 to a 10.
Yeah,
the fuck.
Yeah, fuck you. But fine ass ugly bitch.
O'Brien is of course like the assassin henchman guy with the eye patch.
Yeah, it's
in
so
the big
perfect.
cloak.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
I think that's my thing too. Is the reason I like this episode so much is because all the characters they had them portray. It's like, it's fucking perfect for a James Bond fucking, like, parody. And Sisko, I feel like they wrote this episode because Sisko's bald now.
Sisko's bald, and we're going to use his Broadway train to be, a Shakespearean villain.
Yeah, dude.
Just like in the one episode, or the James Bond film with Pierce Brosnan, where it's like he's fighting the media mogul guy.
Oh.
He's like, Mr. Bond, the best news is, some shit like that.
Is that Tomorrow Never Dies?
No, it's not Tomorrow Never Dies. That's
is it GoldenEye?
No, that's not GoldenEye. GoldenEye's the one with Sean Bean.
You're right.
Yeah, 00.
I gotta watch 007 again. That's some great movies.
What's it? He's like
James Bond. My favorite's Moonraker. While Jared looks this up.
Is it Tomorrow Never Dies? It could be Tomorrow.
That's what I thought, but I could be wrong. Or Die Another Day.
Michelle Yeoh's in it. Oh yeah, the media mogul, Elliot Carver, Jonathan Price.
So it's Tomorrow Never Dies?
It's Tomorrow Never Dies, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Die Another Day.
No, it's just this autistic Rolodex in my head. Rolodex in my head of fucking...
But that's what he felt like, because I feel like Jonathan Price has kind of that Shakespearean like villainy to him, being like the media guy. So he speaks very well, and he controls the media, so he speaks well and all that stuff. And I feel like that's what Sisko speaks very well as his villain.
Yeah,
he's kind of very not flamboyant, but very larger than life as the villain.
Yeah. There's another thing too about how Sisko speaks. What's the guy's name in real life again?
Avery Brooks.
Avery Brooks. I always said that like Picard has that voice that he could read the dictionary and you'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Sisko has that voice tenfold, and I never even fucking realized it the more I watch it. It's
dude, wait till you get to. There are 2 episodes that it's like all Sisko. In the Pale Moonlight.
Okay. And that's the one you said your favorite.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Deep Space Nine episode. It's Sisko doing a logbook entry, so he has to speak out his logbook entry, so that you get his voice telling it.
I've been thinking about that one.
And then you get one where Sisko is he's a sci-fi writer in the 1940s or whatever. We're back to the 40s or 50s or whatever.
I'm excited for that.
And the way he speaks, and dude, it's so. That is an episode that really hits you in the chest because of the implications of being a black man in the 1930s or 40s, whatever, in that time period.
Yeah.
And trying to do things that were when there were barriers for people of color, and the way he like plays his character Benny.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. So good. And it's like those are the times where he draws on his ability to speak from, his Broadway performances, and just the way he enunciates and his delivery. It's so good. Those are 2 episodes that I think of that, and I think of this whenever he's playing the villain of this 007, movie based episode. And
submit my vote for Avery Brooks best Star Trek captain. I can't.
He's there.
I thought it was Picard, bro, and I'm just more and more. I'm just like Sisko rules so much ass.
I mean, the Mount Rushmore of captains. We've got a handful of captains that we are aware of and that we have a lot of info on. But if you got to pick 4 captains, the Mount Rushmore, 2 of those spots are obviously Picard and Sisko.
Yeah.
The 2 other spots, man, I mean, you definitely have a lot of it to choose from. Yeah. I mean, you've got Archer, you've got Janeway, those are your 2 other big ones, but you've got Kirk, you've got fucking, I mean, there are just so many other captains that especially if you're well versed in like the books and certain things like that, where you get other captains that, there's a lot more. But I mean, if you're talking about the Rushmore, Picard and Brooks are there, or Picard and Sisko are on that, right, 1 and 2, no matter what.
No, 100%.
Yeah, and that's just from episodes like this where they get to, they're not playing themselves, they're playing someone else, and whether they're doing it knowingly or not, you're just like, dude, this is how the caliber of the actor is what makes the captain so much better.
You're why I'm rewatching this whole fucking series like again.
All for this, but so we get and of course they're doing the story. They have to continue the story because Rom is working with Eddington, since O'Brien, all the Marine cast that would be able to help out are stuck in the
and Rom, of course, is a fucking genius out there trying to fix everything.
He fixes the holosuites anyways. Yeah. Whenever O'Brien can't get a team there, he's the one doing general maintenance. So he's like doing all this shit to the holosuites, trying like tap in the pattern buffers of the holosuites to like the transporters of the system to pull them out, all this stuff. And they're destroying the station essentially to run all these wires and shit to everywhere. And I think they would say something like, O'Brien's going to be pissed when he sees all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to be so mad. But they have to keep the story going, and I think the safeties might be turned off somehow.
Yeah. They can die.
They can die. So they have to make sure that no one dies while redoing the story. Because
Bashir stops Kira from killing fucking Kalmini.
Yeah.
He stops her from killing fucking O'Brien because it would have actually killed him. But then also Garrick gets shot by Bashir because he won't listen to him.
Yeah.
Shoots him right in the fucking neck.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And the whole thing, we get to the climax of the Hollow novel, which, Sisko's plan is to destroy. He's going to use lasers.
He's killing.
Which is why I thought this was like the Austin Powers, fire the laser. I thought that was, which I think this obviously came out first.
Yeah.
But I thought that was, odd comparison.
It reminded me of Austin Powers
make sense.
well.
But, excuse me, sorry.
No, you're good. But I just liked it. I just liked the end too. How Sisko he unravels like Sisko's plan that gets caught again, and then he gives him the option, and Bashir goes and fucking kills the whole world in front of everybody.
Yeah, and Garrick's even surprised by it.
Yeah, he changed the fucking a plot twist for it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, and that was just the way to
not let Sisko murder everybody.
Yeah, or to put anyone else in danger while they're still trying to figure it out. Of course, the timing is perfect. They do it, and then they're able to use the transporters to get them out of the hollow suite.
They did.
Exactly, which would have been cool if they did. That would have been cool.
Jetsia doesn't remember fucking kissing Bashir.
Yeah. Or Sisko being like this wild villain.
Yeah, bro. Anytime Sisko plays with mirror Sisko,
right?
And, he just does so good.
Yeah,
fucking love it.
And I will say there was a small detail that they would have. I think they said it later in the episode after they rescue him that there's a Cardassian separatist group. That's right. There was a Cardassian Federation conference, I guess, talking about the Klingon invasion or something.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a group of Cardassians that don't want the Federation involved because of their potential. It must be because of their potential ties to the Klingons that they feel like that the Federation could turn and join the Klingons. They're the ones that sabotage the runabout. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's a small little thing. But I just thought that was a neat little political point.
No, I agree.
And oddly enough, I wrote down this is one of, if not the only, holodeck malfunction episode in Deep Space Nine.
No shit.
I think this might be the only one.
Fuck yeah. I mean, good, because I love Next Gen, but there's a lot of those. A lot of fucked up holodecks.
I mean, I like that they'd use the holosuite a lot for things, but the fact that there's no the holosuite's fucked up and it's trapped our people.
In Next Gen, it started getting to a point where I was like, we gotta write an episode, holodeck episode,
Yeah.
Broccoli keeps jacking off in the holodeck again. Damn it! You gotta clean it all out.
Yeah, clean it. Keeps getting into the fucking system, and the isolinear chips are all sticky.
Yeah.
That's what's causing malfunctions.
You see O'Brien reaching into a component, and he pulls out, and it's just fingers dripping with jizz.
It's like spider webs.
Motherfucking broccoli! But actually,
it's just yellow because it's old.
Or it's just crumbs. It's
all dried up. Yeah,
which honestly, probably the only chance Barkley has of having kids is if Socks can get pregnant.
Oh, dude.
Last year for Father's Day,
Sock I love the guy though. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I love that character.
Like a fucking hilarious fucking what's it called? Sitcom of Broccoli and Quark and shit. It would just go so damn good. They fucked up everything. But want to move on to the home front?
Yeah, it's the home front.
Which is funny enough, it's been so long since we recorded that I was thinking this was last season's episode. I fucked up earlier, was talking about Sisko's dad.
Yeah.
I forgot it was this. I love this two-parter.
Yeah.
Changelings are invading Earth.
And it's not even a two-parter. It's more of just because you got home front and then you've got Paradise Lost.
Two different titles.
They're two different titles. They're not really a two-parter. It's just kind of a continuing of the storyline. We're getting into that thing where we're kind of having continuous storylines.
Yeah.
Not necessarily where this is one big story, like how Way of the Warrior was just one main event that needed 2 episodes.
Yeah.
This is going to have its own implications.
It's building on the series itself.
Yeah, exactly. That we're getting out of syndicated television. We're getting into serialized television.
Yeah.
Which Star Trek never did before.
And I'm glad they did it because this is a fucking great set of episodes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really love Grandpa Sisko.
Oh yeah, Joseph Sisko. Yeah, Admiral Cartwright in Voyage Home, or not Voyage Home. He's Admiral Cartwright. He is in the TOS movies.
Bro, I didn't even. Look at his face.
Well, he's a lot. He goes from being an admiral to this Southern New Orleans cook. Very different characters.
It makes me sick. I never even just fucking looking at him. Like, damn.
There's not many years between those movies and him being this character, so it's not like he's aged a bunch. He looks damn near the same.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Damn it. I need to pay more attention.
Right. So we get there's little funny details in the teaser where Odo comes in to Quark's looking for Jadzia. He's pissed off because she keeps moving his furniture.
Yeah.
While he regenerates. She's moving it like a centimeter to the left or whatever, and he's so pissed off about it.
And of course it's fucking Dax, bro. Just go to there and fucking with the shitting in his pail while he's asleep.
Yeah. He's asleep. You recall being cum in a bucket asleep?
That's what my dad called me. So
that's what he called you for the first 2 years of your life.
Go to bed, cum bucket. I slept in a closet till I was 11.
But we get a lot of different stuff here. I mean, we know that the wormhole's being weird. It's opening and closing at random. It's being fucky.
Yeah.
That's a sign that we don't really think of until later. We get the Odo thing, and then everyone gets called into ops. Yeah. There's footage of a bombing that happened on Earth.
Yeah, first violent act on Earth in
200 years.
Yeah, 200 years.
Yeah. And it involved, and it wasn't just a random, they didn't just go fucking bomb a Starbucks. There was a meeting between Federation and Romulan delegates.
Yep.
And boom, everybody dead.
Which is, honestly, that fucked me up. I wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean? That was actually really cool.
Yeah.
That they're all right, now the plot thickens because we're actually taking it to the start of the Federation.
We're on Earth. And then, of course, they're showing the video, and they freeze frame, and it's the vase is a changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was important. So we've got the Lakota is coming to the station. It's going to pick up Dax. Not Dax, sorry. It's going to pick up Odo and Sisko.
And Jake.
And Jake's going to come along with them because, he might as well go see, Coda Earth.
And Jake doesn't want to go at first because he's like, the motherfucker's going to make me cook when I get there. Yeah. And he does.
Of course.
Instantly.
He's like, no, come on, Jake, you're 16, you're an adult now. He's not gonna make you cook. He's gonna make you be a waiter.
Yeah.
And Jake's like, fuck, you're right.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So the Lakota comes, picks him up. And I love how we start seeing O'Brien and Bashir, their friendships. Pretty advanced now, and they're doing stuff in
Skyrim in the Holosuite.
Yeah, they're dressed up as Vikings or whatever. Because Keiko's gone. Keiko keeps doing these botany expeditions or whatever, and I guess she's taking Molly with her. So O'Brien is living the bachelor life recently with Bashir,
while Keiko's just getting fucking wrecked on another ship.
Don't talk about my girl Keiko like that.
That's what she's doing.
She's faithful. She's neck deep in plants, brother.
Neck deep in
shut up.
Ox.
Shut up. I love Keiko. Keiko's great. She has to put up with O'Brien's trauma and getting shit on every 5 seconds.
Oh, you poor her.
She's a strong woman.
Has to fucking
strong woman.
Never has to spend an eternity in a prison that never happened.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Which I know we're getting that in part 2, but fuck that.
Yeah,
episode.
that's coming soon. That's coming soon. Yeah. So we got Yeah, I just thought that was fine. They're doing random Holosuite stuff, and they kind of continue doing that throughout the the next couple episodes. At one point, they're dressed as the World War I flyboy outfits with the they're doing shit like that.
Well, I love it because they come out and they get big beers. He gets a beer and Bashir gets a scotch essentially or whatever.
Well, no, they get 2 mugs of beer. They down it, and of course, if you break those glasses one more time, you're cut off. Because they're just slamming them on the ground.
Man, the Bashir O'Brien friendship is so good.
It's damn near. It's a bromance.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a bromance.
Did so good on it.
I just thought that was a funny little little thing here, but Kira and Worf are also having a conversation.
Yeah,
and they're talking about the wormhole. Because obviously Kira, they believe in the prophets. That's their domain.
Yeah.
And Worf's kind of confused by it. And Kira's like, what about your gods? And Worf's like, Klingon gods are dead. Our ancestors killed them millennia ago. Yeah. That's it's so badass, dude.
I know.
The Klingons, they do not give a fuck.
It's like God of War. It's just fighting fucking gods.
Yeah. That's probably inspiration for that fucking game is Klingon culture and them just murdering their own gods.
Yeah.
But that's just and it's the neat thing about Klingons. You just add another little bit to the ingredient of the Klingon every time.
It's honestly kind of shocking we didn't get a full Klingon show at some point.
The best thing we got was that Klingon Las Vegas experience where Gowron talks to you.
That's
all
so
we got.
Lame. That makes me want to kill myself.
Dude, a Klingon only show would have been really cool.
It would have been fucking badass. They could, oh man, I just keep thinking
something
of, like,
animated maybe.
That's
if you don't want to involve like live action stuff and
I was
production
just
time.
thinking about all the love Star Wars gets with like the Clone Wars show that come out. Like wait, they could have done so much shit like that with Star Trek, and it would have ruled ass.
We don't want Disney to buy it because we
I
saw
don't
what Disney did.
I don't want Disney to get it, but I'm just saying like Star Wars fans eat well. Well, somewhat. I'm sure all the new shit.
Yeah, they definitely will. You seen a Star Wars fan recently? They're always fat and gross.
That's very. I can't say anything.
Just kidding, Star Wars fan. I'm fat too. But that's right. They're talking about it because right after Sisko leaves, the wormhole gets back to normal. Mm-hmm. Which you're like, that's kind of an omen. Yeah. That's a little ominous.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, that's kind of an ominous thing here. I don't think it plays in anything in this episode or the next episode, but it's kind of more foreshadowing for later episodes and Sisko's growing involvement and attachment to the prophets, the Celestial Temple, and Bajor. It's all going to keep growing.
Cool. So cool.
All little stuff like that. But okay, so we get back to Starfleet. We get back to we're in San Francisco. We're at the Starfleet headquarters. We introduce Admiral Layton and Commander Benteen. Names that we'll see them in this episode, next episode. And Sisko is put in charge of Starfleet security. Acting chief of Starfleet security, with no security history, whatever. He's just a commander.
Yeah.
Or is he captain?
Yeah, he's captain.
That's right.
Yeah, he's captain now.
I haven't been calling him commander or captain in a while. I just call him Sisko or Ben. So I keep forgetting where he's at. But did we get a little bit of look at civilian life from when Sisko before Starfleet? Because he had the restaurant. I'm sure he did stuff with his father before he joined Starfleet. We get a look at Joseph Sisko, and I love how Nog would like go there like every day, to get 2 grubs and a root beer from his dad. That's so cool. I just love shit like that.
Also, I wanted to try his dad's food. I bet it fucks.
I bet that food is fantastic.
Yeah, man. And I love how dedicated he is to his work. Like Sisko's trying to like get his dad to go to the doctor and fucking do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he's like very not healthy.
Yeah,
because he's so committed to the restaurant. And that's the crazy thing too, is that his commitment to the restaurant is purely because he wants to he loves cooking and he wants to satisfy customers, but you can't really call them customers because there's no free money.
Yeah, it's all free.
You just come and you eat and there's no Federation credits.
Even better though, that's his passion. Cooking. And that's the thing too about the Siskos, right? Is they all got a lot of passion for things. Like Sisko absolutely loves baseball. His dad loves cooking, and his son's a writer. And they all... It's almost like I think they do really good at building a family where you see a very strong traits passed down. Right,
and that's something that kind of Starfleet the Federation has kind of helped instill. But the fact that we're a moneyless society, everyone, I think Picard said something about it in First Contact. The need for monetary gain is gone.
Yeah,
there's no greed. There's no whatever because we've eliminated scarcity with things like replicator technology and trade is obviously gotten a lot larger. Resources are more abundant because it's not just whatever resources are here on Earth. It's resources across a galactic family. So you can those two things eliminate scarcity. So without scarcity, you can eliminate greed, and without greed, you don't need money to do anything. Everything's a barter system. If you really need to do anything, or you just I can just go get food and I'm fine. Yeah. Because I'm doing something outside of me getting food. Like my passion is for say it's mathematics, and I'm a scientist, or a mathematician. I'm advancing math in some way or another. While that chef is passionate about being a chef, he's making it because he likes.
It's probably way better than getting a burger from some teenager doesn't want to work at McDonald's.
Everything everybody's doing is because they're passionate about it, they're good at it, and they can, they're great at it.
There's no want for anything.
Yeah, you can follow your passions or the things you actually want to do because they've eliminated greed and scarcity.
I love Star Trek. They just know how to tell the future.
And that's the funny thing too, is that nobody understands. You go on Facebook, whatever, and they're the Facebook Star Trek posts about stuff, whatever. It's like, oh, no one seems to understand that the whole reason that they can be like a socialist utopia is because of technology that has eliminated the things that the two things that, like I said, plague
No.
human heart is scarcity
right.
and greed.
Yeah.
If you can eliminate those things, even without the technology, then you can have that type of
then your
quote
socialism
unquote
works.
socialism. Yeah, but it's only socialism because it becomes the
Communism.
well, and it only works that way because there's not someone being greedy wanting everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, everyone is equal.
Yeah,
because everything is nothing is scarce.
No, it works in a perfect society, which is what Star Trek has built.
And it's because of technology.
Facts.
You know, that's what none of those fucking idiots on Facebook that are on they seem to understand. That we could just be socialists. We could just be socialists, and we'd be like them. I'm like, no, you retard.
You'd be executed by the numbers.
Yeah, you'd be executed by the government because they now have all the power.
Yeah, like if you would have nothing.
I love it. But okay, back to this though. Okay, so. Nog, they're at the restaurant, they're chilling. Nog comes over and he was like talking to Sisko about Red Squad.
Yeah, Red Squad. He wants to join Red
Fucking
Squad.
losers.
Yeah.
They're fuck them.
Yeah, fuck Red Squad.
Fuck them in the next episode.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, because what's it called? Nog's trying to get Sisko to give him. He needs a recommendation from a captain to have it.
To get into Red Squad, the best of the best.
What I love too is like Sisko helped Nog get into fucking Starfleet Academy, essentially.
Yeah.
And then even after that, he's like, fuck, I don't know. This kid's annoying, bro. I'm going to put my name on him? On this fucking idiot?
And of course, when I just said, like, the best of the best, it immediately took me to Men in Black, where he's like, we're the best of the best of the best, sir. Oh, yeah. That's Nog saying that. The best of the best, sir. And then Jake's just like, oh, the best of the best, sir. Like, Jake making fun of him as Will Smith. Oh, dude.
That fucking rules.
But yeah, Red Squad sucks. And of course, Leighton is someone that wants to like up Starfleet security because of the event.
Yeah.
And she needs Sisko's help, and they do the whole ploy where him and Leighton go to see the president.
Yeah.
And the president's like, no, we can't do that. That's not what Earth's about. Like, we haven't done this in like 300 years. We're not going to start now in my presidency. We're not doing that. That's a bad precedent. And then here comes Odo, just a pad. He's like, boom, bang, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Mr. President. What if I had been an actual change? He wanted to fucking strangle you to death or something like that. And then the president's like, fuck, you got me.
Fucking good point, bro. And also the president's a really cool looking alien. Just saying.
I swear to God, that president reminds me of if they put Ron Perlman in makeup.
No, for
like
real.
the strong jaw and like his voice is kind of gravelly. Like,
I agree.
That'd be cool if Ron Perlman was the president.
I would have loved to see Ron Perlman as a Klingon at some point in Star Trek.
Dude, yeah.
He'd have been the fucking one of the most badass Klingons
Fuck
ever.
yeah, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Damn it.
So we've gotten he's let them increase security around the planet. And after that, Odo's just kind of walking around Starfleet Academy, and Admiral Leighton walks up on him, talking to him.
Yeah.
Or it's Colmeany, isn't it? Doesn't O'Brien walk up on him? Yeah, it's O'Brien. O'Brien, he's like, Chief, what the fuck are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, and he's just kind of randomly talking about stuff, and it turns out it's a changeling. And he's like, a changeling is on Earth.
They're already there.
Yeah, which we know that. They've been there.
Yeah, but still, it's like the reality of it. And I think he said something about like only 2 or 3 of them. Or something.
Oh yeah, what if I told you there are only 2 changeling on Earth or something like that? Imagine we could do with a whole, Yeah.
Which is actually horrifying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the changelings are fucking scary.
Yeah, they honestly. Maybe it's right to genocide the changelings.
Maybe.
No, it's not. No.
So we just lock them in pails.
Yeah. So we get that little interaction. We figure out that the changelings are a much bigger threat, not because of the Dominion and the Jem'Hadar, but because 2 changeling can cause havoc on a planet.
Yeah.
And then we get near the end of the episode, we get the security's now vamped everywhere, so they're going around blood screening people.
Yeah.
And Joseph is like, fuck that.
Yeah, you're not touching my blood.
You're not touching me.
Sisko actually thinks he is a changeling.
Well, Sisko he's in the Starfleet mindset, so he's like, come on, Dad, they're blood screening high-ranking military and political people.
Yeah.
Just to make sure their family's not compromised. Because you're not going to go fucking, no change is really going to go try and do anything as a fucking ensign.
Yeah, but they're just doing it for
right.
And their families.
Yeah, just to make sure everyone's kosher. And the elder Sisko's like, fuck that.
Yeah, you're not coming at me.
So Sisko's like, come on, Dad, we got to do it. And he's like, he weighs him off, and he's like, don't worry about it. We're good, whatever. And there's a scene, he weighs him off. They go back in the kitchen. He's just chopping the vegetables, and he cuts himself.
Yep.
And Sisko looks at it. He's just staring, and kind of just like this, almost look of disbelief, just like waiting for it to like turn into the goo.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. And Joseph's like, look at you, boy.
You really thought
I'd change that. I think he even calls him boy.
Yeah.
I think like as like a father would call, even though like Sisko's Sisko's an adult. He's calling. He really thought that. He's like kind of goes crazy. And he has like a heart attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ends up being a stroke. He has a stroke.
Yeah.
And as soon after that happens, like that happened this
all
episode?
The power goes out in the city too on this episode, doesn't it?
Yeah,
because that's when they start beaming down. Like Jake looks outside and they're beaming down Federation.
Yeah, the power grid gets sabotaged.
They essentially, it's martial law.
Yeah, martial law. Yeah, martial arts imposed like Leighton and Sisko imposed martial law.
Also, just a funny thing, O'Brien turns into a bird and leaves.
Yeah, he turns into a seagull and flies
fucking
away.
Animorphs,
God, remember that horrible show?
We should watch that. We need to review Animorphs.
We might have to review Animorphs.
That would be fucking
God
hysterical.
bless that show.
That's
The books were bad. The show was even worse.
Yeah.
God, that was like
We talk about Burks and Kershaws.
Yeah, so he has a stroke. We get the power grid sabotage, martial law. It ends.
Yep. And now we're on to
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost.
And this is kind of where my notes taking started kind of getting shitty because I was trying to in a rush to try and get prepared for today.
Oh, got you.
So like, I just got the gist of the episode. Which the gist of this episode is we're trying to figure out how the power grid was sabotaged because the power grid was out. That means all of Earth defenses were down.
Yeah.
Everything.
But we find out that Red Squad was sanctioned to do fucking secret missions or whatever.
Yeah, we know that. Nog stated earlier that Red Squads, they could do off-world missions and higher tier training stuff, and they're going over everything that happened before the power grid went down. And Odo mentions a report that Red Squad returned to base 26 minutes before the power grid goes down, and that was weird. Fishy. So what does Sisko do? He gets with Nog. He says, Nog, who's in Red Squad? I want names. He's like, I can't do that. I can't betray Red Squad. He's like, Cadet, give me fucking names.
Yeah.
And he gives him like the guy or whatever. I don't remember his name.
Fucking Sisko interrogates him.
He interrogates him. He's like, what would you do in this story? He's like, the guy's like proud of the mission. Our mission was to go to wherever, it's like on the moon, I think, or or whatever, and do this, whatever, and sabotage, whatever. And he's like proud of it.
Yeah.
Mission went by the book, by the numbers. You're like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah. What do you mean?
You sabotaged Earth's power grid.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's under orders from the president himself, you question that shit, idiot.
You're sitting there fucking up your own planet.
Yeah. During essentially what's about to be legitimate open war.
No, my mind
you question that shit. He's proud of it. He's smiling.
I think Red Squad is actually the dumbest members of fucking Starfleet Academy that they can trick to do dumb shit like that and be proud of it.
Yeah, and have you got where are you at now?
I haven't started season 5 yet.
Okay. Well, after we get this, Red Squad makes an appearance again, and some awesome shit happens to them.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't want to tell you what happens. I want you to see it eventually. It's in the. I think it's in 5 or it's season 6. I think.
Got you.
You're gonna see it, and it's probably gonna make you smile. And you're gonna text me later, and you're gonna be like, "Thank God."
Yeah.
About Red Squad.
I'm down for that. And I try not to skip and go into the next season until after we record because then my whole fucking memory is gonna be jacked up.
I'm about to start Voyager at this point.
Well, we did it with Next Gen.
I know.
I watched season 5. I got into season 5 before we recorded season 4. I started fucking talking about season 5. I'm a fucking idiot. I start bringing up shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But so Red Squad are the morons that sabotage the power grid because they were ordered to, and obviously Sisko knows that they were ordered to by a changeling. That's the only possible reason. He posed to someone high ranking. They set it up.
Well, then Sisko goes to question them about it, and they're like, "You found that on your records or whatever? Well, scrub that. Don't worry about it." You know what I mean? They tell him, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah, they've infiltrated that high up to where they can do all this shit covertly, and
then it turns out that it's the fucking that high up captain that he turns into a changeling at some point. Because he talks to Odo, and he gives Odo shit about what does he give Odo shit about? He's like shaking hands with him. Maybe that's in the first episode, actually.
That's later on in this episode where it's just, he's posing as Leighton.
Yeah.
Leighton's still like a human.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying like, they turned into him at some point.
Yeah.
Like,
just
almost
because.
Like putting their dicks on the table.
Yeah, for sure.
Them what they can do.
Yeah. Am I remembering correctly? Was it Leighton? No, I think I think I might be wrong. I think Leighton was the one that used Red Squad as a guise to put Earth under a higher security level threat.
Yes, because
that's right.
He comes down and talks to Sisko while the power's out, and Sisko's like pissed at him, like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could have sworn it was the changeling infiltration, but I mean, it could go either way though with this.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, either way, it's not good.
Yeah.
Because basically Leighton's trying to do a coup.
Yeah.
And take over
so that he can put martial law in place,
just so everything can be more secure and he can do it his way
and blood test everyone.
Yeah, and just do all this stuff. And even so now, at one point when Sisko's onto it, he's able to fool people into making Sisko the bad guy, saying that Sisko's a changeling.
Yeah.
Gets Sisko arrested. Luckily, he's able to get a message out to Deep Space Nine that they need help because the shit's fucked on Earth. So Defiant's coming. They know they're coming. Leighton sends the Lakota with Benteen, newly promoted Captain Benteen on the Lakota to basically stop the Defiant.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. And Sisko's like, what are you talking about? You can't do that. No Federation ship has fired on another in decades. I don't think ever outside of maybe whenever Kirk and Khan had their little ship-to-ship battle, but no knowing two Federation ships have fired on each other.
It's like no Civil War type shit.
Yeah, it's never happened because we're better than that.
Yeah.
But then they actually have a fight. Even O'Brien's like, no, they've never done this before. Like, what the fuck? And they fight, and the Defiant fucking almost
takes a beating.
It takes a beating, but they almost fucking destroyed the Lakota.
Yeah,
they almost do it. The Lakota's is a fairly old ship in an Excelsior class, but it got some heavy refits.
Yeah,
I mean it had stronger phasers, stronger shields. It got equipped with quantum torpedoes. The thing about quantum torpedoes, it's a different warhead. So like you can't just use a regular torpedo launcher. You have to have a special installed one that's like I guess different size or some different kind of mechanical components to it.
Holy shit!
Which is why most of our existing ships in the war just use regular photons. Ships like the Defiant and like the Enterprise E, they're equipped with both quantum torpedo and photon torpedo launchers.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't
realize the difference.
Yeah, it's a different size or style of warhead. So the Enterprise E can only at least until it got a refit later. Whenever we're watching it, the Enterprise E can only fire quantum torpedoes from the front. It has a quantum torpedo turret, and then it has regular photon launchers.
Yeah,
it can only fire photons from the rear. Just little shit like that. It has to be incorporated in new ships, or whenever they take an older ship and do a massive refit. You can't just throw a quantum torpedo in a regular torpedo tube. Apparently,
yeah,
shit like that's cool.
That's
but
dope.
now the Lakota got refitted with them, so they're they're throwing quantums at the fucking Defiant, which
they're fucking them up.
Yeah, it's hitting that blade of armor pretty hard. But I mean basically Starfleet ships are killing each other.
Yeah,
we definitely get casualties during the battle.
All because this fucker's trying to get martial law.
Just trying to coup and make it like a military state while we're under, this threat of war.
It's wild.
That's not what the Federation's about.
No.
The Federation has had war before. We had the Earth Romulan War.
Yep.
We've had the war with the Klingons. There's been war before.
Did they go to War of the Borg too? Essentially, or is
it but not really. It's just Borg incursions that have been dealt with.
Got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, if you want a Borg Earth or Federation Borg war, read the Star Trek Destiny fucking novels, dude.
Okay.
There's some shit in that.
Really?
That Borg Federation war makes the Dominion War look like a fucking skirmish. Damn. It's rough.
Yeah, when we get done with Star Trek, we gotta start reviewing books at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Because I've been reading, I haven't read Star Trek, but I've been trying to read more.
In general?
And I've been reading Book of Blood, Clive Barker's collection of short stories. It's fantastic. So I can read now. I'm not stupid anymore.
no longer illiterate.
Well, I read all the time. It's comics, but books I've always been harder for me. Not because I can't read, but just because
I just like pictures.
Yeah, I like the pictures, and I don't know. Either way, doesn't matter. I can read.
Right.
At least the 5th grade level.
So okay, back to this. So luckily, Odo helps Sisko escape his holding cell.
Yeah.
He is able to out Leighton as this,
terrorist essentially.
Well, just this military coup he's setting up. And they basically stop it. Leighton's arrested. Benteen. I don't think she gets. I think she's still she's only following orders from her admiral.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She's just following orders because he tells her that everyone on the Defiance are changeling.
Yeah,
Not to trust them, just they're changelings.
Yeah, they're all of them.
And luckily she surrenders.
Yeah,
because I think Worf or either Worf or O'Brien are like, one more hit and we got him.
Yeah,
and luckily she surrenders before that happens. They don't have to destroy them. And
you imagine the red tape with that shit,
dude. Yeah,
my God.
But it ends, and luckily we've maintained the Federation status with the press and all that stuff, and it shows like the Paradise Lost. It shows once you do all this stuff, then you no longer have paradise.
Yeah, very aptly titled episode.
Yeah.
And also, probably my favorite two-part. I guess it's not really a two-parter, but it is
serialized storytelling.
But I think it's my favorite two-parter that we've had in Deep Space Nine so far. Because, the history with the Sisko family, and then the restaurant, and then just the fucking the blood test, and then trying to force martial law on people, and
it all happening on Earth.
Yeah, and once again, it's just one of those episodes that are relevant no matter what time you watch it. It's just dope shit. It's fucking so smartly written.
Yep. You want to go over one more episode and we'll call it an end to our season 4 part 1. We'll get halfway through that. I mean, we'll be on episode 13. That's halfway through. There's 26 episodes this season. I love when it's nice and even like that.
Yes, sir. I was thinking the same thing.
But let's get to Crossfire.
Yeah, Crossfire.
This, I feel bad for Odo in this episode.
Yeah, this
is like the cucking of Odo. Yeah, Odo. They just give Odo a cuck chair for the whole episode.
Kind of makes me sick. Hey, Kira's like, man, this dude are fucking now, Odo. It's fantastic.
And she, her and Odo are close. I mean, they do all this shit like their morning preliminary reports. Yeah. So the fact that she doesn't see that he's like uncomfortable.
Yeah, maybe.
But I guess I guess her woman.
Who's she banging again?
Shakar. Minister Shakar.
Shakar.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess she's so horny. I guess she doesn't see the fact that her very good friend is like uncomfortable.
I was also kind of mad at how fast she's starting to bang this dude after fucking
Bareil. Yeah, died. I mean, it's probably been a year or so.
Damn, though.
Maybe close.
She held him while he went brain dead and died, and she's like, I should start sucking more dicks or something. I got you. I'm gonna have to do it.
Minister Shakar is on the station. He's doing stuff.
Somebody I know.
He's you look him up. He's definitely been in stuff. I think he was in Babylon 5.
Really?
Maybe. I could be wrong. But Odo and Worf are in charge of his security. Apparently, there's been threats on his life recently from like Cardassian dissident groups, possibly, or from some type of maybe Bajoran internal shit. But, at this point, also, he's on the station. Him and Kira are good friends, and they're going to start hooking up. They develop a relationship. Did you find him?
Well, it's actually even, like, kind of crazier. He's fucking...
Seen Twin Peaks?
No. This is from a Next Gen episode, isn't it?
No. That is from either Next Gen or Voyager.
Wow. So I was thinking at first, the Next Gen episode, Sub Rosa. This is the one. He's the fucking ghost banging Beverly.
Is he really?
He's the fucking ghost that fucking bangs Beverly and her damn grandmother.
I thought that was different. I thought it was a younger guy.
No. Huh. Dude, I'm fucking sorry. That just, the light bulb clicked as soon as I seen that picture. I was like,
I could have sworn that was someone that was in one of Janeway's hollow novel things.
It probably still is. He looks like he's in a bunch of episodes.
Yeah. Right. So Kira and Shakar started a relationship. Odo is like their chaperone the whole time.
Fucking is the word. He's third wheeling so hard.
Yeah. Like there's even one scene where like they have dinner and then he drops them off at their quarters. They're gonna like just hang out and talk whatever. And he goes there the next morning to get Shakar and he's like, oh, Kira's still in there or whatever. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
She spent the night?
Motherfucker.
The best part, folks, is the look on London's face when he just dropped that motherfucker. It was so intense.
Well, he's like standing outside the court. You go ahead. I'll take guard. It's not a big deal. I'll just take guard out here.
And she's in there even longer, dude.
Seething. It'd be worse if he could hear just fucking.
Well, the guy who was outside that night was hearing some stuff.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He sounded like fucking, what's it called? Mac and cheese.
Yeah. But also the reason Shakar is on the station is he's going to be talking with Sisko and some Federation delegates or admirals, whatever, about Bajor, applying to be in the Federation.
Yeah.
That's where he's mainly there for. I think there's some I think there's like some Cardassian or some Bajoran like issues, like one of those groups, like Cardassian cell or a Bajoran internal cell that wants to be just Bajor or against it. So one of these groups, I don't remember which one, is going to try and like assassinate Shakar or some nonsense. There's been like a threats on his life. Now they're like worried about it being on the station, which at one point, you know, they're always monitoring Shakar wherever he's going, and they get on a turbo lift to like go to the promenade or the ops or wherever. And they're just talking, and Odo's just like staring off into nothing.
Yeah,
he's just brain dead.
Depressed.
He's brain dead and depressed. He's just kind of like thinking. He's in his own head. And then Quark or you know, Worf calls him on the comm, like, you know, we're passing through this area. What's your you know, I'll take control of the turbo lift. You know, what's your access code or whatever? And he gives it to him, not even thinking about it. And that's when the turbo lift just starts falling.
Yeah, and
you know, he's able to save the day, and he like.
Puts his whole fucking arm in the elevator.
Yeah, well, he puts the two on the all, and they turn to like those big presses, and you know,
he's like fucking T2.
Yeah, liquid metal Terminator.
Yeah, dude.
But then so Sisko like is in the Sisko brings in Odo and Worf to like figure out what the fuck happened, and Odo kind of like admits that he didn't get Worf's security clearance before he gave them control of the turbo lift.
Yeah,
and like Sisko's kind of like pissed off and like disappointed in Odo for not, you know. Not being the stickler to protocol that he always is. Like, you know, you seem like you got something on your mind. Like, you're off this until we'll put Worf in charge until you figure out what the fuck's going on with you. And he's like upset about it. He goes to his course and he just fucking goes crazy.
Yeah, breaks his whole fucking... Dude, that was more than a centimeter off when he fucked up his room.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's like taking just his arm and just smashing through shit that looks solid.
It was crazy.
It was awesome.
I liked it because I was like, dude, Odo is holding back so much strength on these motherfuckers when he fights them. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
But then also, what the fuck these other changelings able to do? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, wild.
Yeah.
But also, I like Quark coming down. He's trying to sleep, and he's like, I fucking had it.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Well, I think that's in, like, the teaser, too. Kira and Odo were going over their, like, weekly or morning report over, and Quark comes in to complain about the noise. He's doing a noise complaint. But then later, so after Odo goes crazy, Quark comes in. He's like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Yeah. And Odo's all fucked up. His hair's all jacked up and everything. Yeah. He just looks like a fucking mess. And Quark's like, basically tells him how it is. Yeah. Like, dude, either get over it or tell you how you feel. You like, either way, you have to deal with it. Yeah. Because I'm not doing this again. I'm not living underneath this. Which, of course, Odo gets quarters right above Quark's. Yeah, of course.
He said I think he even told something to Kira about you think that was by chance.
Yeah. You think that was an accident? You think I just so happened to have
drilled in there just watching Quark bathe? Fuck yeah. But I like that at this just to add on to like the Quark Odo roommate kind of thing here. Not roommate, but. He gets the soundproof floors installed.
At the end of the episode, like Odo, you know, his talk did help Odo kind of get, not over it, but has to learn how to deal with it. And he like, you know, he soundproofs the floor for Quark. Yeah. Saying it's for like, not for Quark, but it's for like some other issues, reinforcing the floor for when he shapeshifts. And Quark's like, yeah. Sure it is. Yeah, sure it is, bud.
And also, it's a very sad scene at the end, too, because Odo sees them, like, Kira and fucking Shaka Khan shacking up. Yeah. And he just kind of, like, turns around and goes, and walks out, and you just fucking probably eating him alive. But, like, seeing him have to come to terms with that. And then also, like you said, Kira just not even fucking paying attention. I mean, it's probably more so like she gets it, but she's friend-zoning the fuck out of this changeling.
Yeah. I did like how this was kind of a neat little follow-up to Heart of Stone, the one where she's, you know, he like spills his guts.
I love that one.
Yeah, this is just an episode of Odo having emotions.
Yeah, and it's
because he's not just the heartless security changeling data of this show. You know, he actually has emotions.
Well, I think going into this series, they very much was like Odo's data. You know what I mean? Like they kind of had like a character to kind of be similar to everyone.
Right. You have to have the similarities. Yeah. So that way you can relate to the characters in some way before you establish them as their actual own characters.
Yeah, because every series, like, I mean, you know, like I said, TOS has fucking Spock. Right. Next Gen has Data. DS9 has Odo. Right. And it's like just very similar characters.
Well, it's like, so Spock has feelings that he has to repress. Yeah. Data has no feelings. The only thing Odo feels is anger at first. You know,
Odo is just fucking pissed.
First he's anger, and then he starts developing more, you know, ability to express more than just that.
Yeah. He's drinking coffee now, bro.
He's drinking coffee. He's drinking self coffee, and trying to smash Bajoran women.
I figured I pictured Garrick looking at it like, how'd you put cream in it, Odo? And he's like, listen, Garrick, we're not going to discuss what comes from the pail.
Right.
But I think it's a good episode, though.
It's a good episode. I definitely like the Odo character development he gets.
Yeah. Him getting the Trent chair,
dude. Just him getting when he goes nuts.
It's fucking great,
dude. I mean, I feel like that's something everyone goes through at least once.
Yes, at some point. Yeah,
and maybe not that extreme where you go and you like destroy your house or
but everyone's been rejected.
Yeah, had the unrequited love, and sometimes the only way you can respond to that is in like just an outburst of like anger, not at probably the person, but at yourself for either being too slow or doing something that was detrimental to that potential relationship, to where now that person doesn't want to have anything to do with you. Definitely, I fucking had that. That fits, personally. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. You're like, dude, if that's him doing that was probably how I felt on the inside.
Well, I mean, that's how I felt when my dad started sleeping in my mom's room. I was like, this fucking piece of shit. Here I am, turned 17. You can't lay in bed with me anymore, Dad. Whatever.
Like Mr. Garrison. You love me, Dad. Did you not love me enough to molest me?
So fucking horrible. But yeah, that's how I felt, though. I get it.
Yeah. That's a good midway episode.
I think
for sure. And let me go back, because I already closed my notes up. What's our next episode, just to preface for the next Return to Grace?
I think so. Yep, Return to Grace. We get to see some more Dukat and Kira shenanigans.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to start off part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Odo, we get the Odo Kira, then we get Kira Dukat.
Yeah.
Because obviously Dukat kind of later on gets a little feeling in the pants for Kira as well.
Yeah, and Kira needed a break from all that Dukak she was getting slung at her.
The Shaka Cock.
The Shaka Cock.
The Shaka Cock and the Odo's little fucking... those ooze or whatever.
If she would just give Odo a chance, he could make the biggest penis ever. The whole fucking arm could be a cock.
No, I don't want to spoil it. Well, I think we'll talk about it. I think it's in the end of this season. Let me get back to my notes, because I'll have to remember that to make a joke. I'll have to write it down. Make this joke.
Make this joke.
Broken. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just have to remember to make this joke. But yeah, that's. I think that's. We'll call it quits on the end of our Deep Space Nine season 4 episode. That'll be part 1. We'll hit up part 2 next week.
Yes, sir.
And I'll either post it that week or I'll forget and post it the week after, so we get the break or whatever.
That's fine. I'm sure they're on the edge of their seats.
I'm sure all 17 of them are on the edge of their proverbial seats, waiting for us to drop another episode.
We gotta promote it more, I guess. But
right now I'm just enjoying doing it.
Yeah, honestly.
If no one could listen to it, and I'd still want to do another episode.
No, I'm right there with you. So, it's just nice to get to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, and it's nice too that we're gonna branch out. We got the gameplay.
Yeah,
I might even play. What time is it? It's about 2:30. I might play and do another hour or so of that tonight.
Fuck yeah!
And upload that, or I'll just dick around and play Helldivers 2 or something, or just watch TV on the couch with the dog. So
Star Trek Online. I'll download my Xbox so we can figure out a way to do
I'll take a look at that as well.
Because I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. But I mean, we got 2 things on the ticket. We got the podcast we're doing right now, and we got some gameplay stuff. And then, like we said, we'll do like a MSY3K fucking Animorphs stuff. And we'll do other media that's not Star Trek related, but that is sci-fi related, and we'll do some fun stuff like that. And if we
both do on Star Trek Online, we should make whole new characters, or you could see my hilarious character who is my ship is the USS Cleanest Pinch, which clean pinch is when you poop without having to wipe.
Oh yeah, never had that, never done that. No, if I download that, I doubt it might still have my character. I'll just start a new one, and I'll just do a comedy. I'll make like an Andorian guy that's green or something. I'll just do something absolutely retarded.
We should probably do original series storyline as well.
Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you? No, I'll be a Klingon.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, we'll figure this out.
I'll never do that. I'm such a Starfleet stan.
I'm right there with you, bro.
I cannot be anything other than Starfleet.
Yeah, I almost did a Vulcan, I think, the first time.
Oh yeah,
I was like
Vulcan Starfleet.
I can't remember exactly what. Either way, I'm some weird fucking alien, but I'm in Starfleet.
I'm so about it. I might have to be a blonde hair, blue eyed, cisgendered white man for the Federation.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I think that's it, folks. We'll shut up now.
Yeah.
We'll call it quits on this. We'll get it uploaded, and I mean, no one's commenting on stuff. We're getting views and no likes, whatever. Yeah. But no one's commenting. So they're probably listening to like the first time. And it's like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, these guys are gay.
But you know what? A view is a view.
That's okay.
We'll take it. So.
I've just been putting it on resumes.
That's why you ain't been getting jobs, man. That's why you're stuck in theater dispatch.
Podcast.
All right, folks. Well, that's it for the day. For part 1, we'll catch you on part 2.
Yeah, love you so much.
Bye.